D-Ham, let's talk about it.
Addictions, relationships, and predictions. Backsliding Christians, fitness. Stay tuned, go get a subscription. I hope you listening. God's my witness to mind your damn business. Mind your damn
D-Ham,
business.
let's talk about it.
Your damn
Talk about it.
Mind your damn business.
D-Ham, let's talk about it.
Test. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. All right. We there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let me see who in the building, man. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. Let's get it. We in here to talk. We in here to talk some real stuff, y'all. Come on in. Oh man. I was supposed to do a live with Special K. I totally forgot. I don't know why it just hit me, because I'm probably looking for it. Now come on in. Shout out to Miss Sexy Ray, Shalene, Angela, Caramel Cutie. What's good with it? What's good with it, y'all? Hey, Danny. What's good with it, girl? What's good with it? O'Shea, what's good with it? Doris, what's good with it? Dear James was good with it. Y'all already know. What's going on, y'all? Hold on. I got to get my sound right, so give me a second. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Hello to all the beautiful sisters. Hey, Bridget, what's good with it, girl? All the queens coming in the building. You already know. I've been gone for a minute. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all. If the audio's good, if the audio's good, put a 3 there. Put a 3 there as well. The audio's good. Because I'm streaming from my laptop and my iPad. I'm streaming from both of those. I'm in my studio today. Thank y'all. Look, man, I have not been on YouTube, y'all. So I've been trying to thank you, Bridget. Thank you, Queen. I know it. I know it. I know it. I'm MIA right now. Got a lot that I'm dealing with. You know, it is what it is. I'm in between contractors and employment with contractors and stuff like that, where I'm leased on to. So just in between a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to make things, you know, I'm trying to make some things happen. So I've been out here trying to, you know, get some things handled. But I should be, you know, back at it, you know, hopefully next week, back to work. Got some things in motion. So, you know, just trying to make some things happen. It's a pleasure, man. I miss Amber. She probably was trying to put me up on game, but I was trying to hit her and see exactly what's going on, what's the news in the street. But they said somebody trying to pull up on D-Ham. Come on now. Come on. I don't even know. I haven't even been in this sector like that. But thank you, Caramel. Thank you. Somebody trying to pull up. Unreal, boy. These people don't stop. They don't stop. Thank y'all so much. If y'all feel generous, however, hit my Cash App. If you feel generous, if you don't, just be in the live. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Angel says they were worried. Okay. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna have to send for Amber because she'll let me know what's going on. That's a fact. Yeah, I ain't even know I was still on their radar like that. You feel me? I ain't know I was still on their radar. But you know, it's part of the game, you know, it's part of the game. They're probably trying to drag me, reel me back in. They want to reel a homie back up in the game. But it's, you know, and I'm about that life. You know what I'm saying? I'll hit that live button if I have to. I'm about that. I ain't afraid of YouTubers. And they want to pull me back in. Come on now. I left these people alone. But I ain't got no problem. So he said the monkey's coming for me. Lordy. Oh, I know they don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that. I'm at home right now, y'all. I'm in my studio. I'm chilling. Y'all see? I'm chilling. So I don't think they want it. I'm right here. I've been here for the last 5-6 days. You know what I'm saying? Um, uh, actually, I've been home what almost 7-8 days. Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank y'all. Absolutely. I understand my core audience is the truth sector. So, switching up, it can become it's gonna be work all over again. You gotta find people that want to hear what you got to say when it comes to other subject matters. So, I'm gonna be trying to get the content to you guys in a way where y'all can still enjoy me and have your input. Special K, I forgot all about our live. I sure did. So if Special K see this live, I believe we were going to be talking. What were we going to be talking about? Was it the P Diddy situation? We was talking about something. I forgot. What was me and Special K supposed to go live about, y'all? Because was it the P Diddy? I can't recall. I don't understand why I'm drawing a blank. No, it was the YSL. It was the YSL stuff. It was the YSL stuff. So me and Special K gonna be going live because that YSL. I'm still trying to. I fell off a little bit following it since Young Thug got free, but me and her gonna get back into it because we got to talk about the way those prosecutors, Miss Love and Miss Hilton and Fannie Willis and all of these people are using the laws to hem up our black young men with the RICO Act. So we're gonna definitely dive into it. But look, y'all, we got to talk about this election. How many voted? I don't want to know who you voted for, but how many voted? Did everybody vote? Did everybody vote? We got to talk about it because I don't know. I think the last time I went live, I told y'all basically my concerns, right? My concerns. And I feel like, okay. Angel says she did. Now, Angel, I don't normally talk politics like that, right? Okay. I don't normally go that deep with it. But I feel like the results of this election require a conversation, right? It requires that because who would ever think that Trump will get this type of support, resounding support, right? And I just think that we have to acknowledge some things. And a lot of our sisters probably wanted Kamala in that office. Rightfully so, right? Rightfully so. I think when you look at our women empowerment movements and the things that they're really, when women get behind women, you see results. And I think that overall, I don't think that y'all was just that. Y'all believe that much in Kamala more than you believed in the fact that a woman is at that close to being president. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of the black men is getting backlash, and to me that's not right. To me that's not right. We're getting backlash for our position. We're getting backlash. Okay, we're getting backlash. That's it, Angel. We're getting backlash. And I think that I think we as men, we can handle a woman as president. I think we've overcome the theories and the philosophies that a woman can't be. We done overcame all of that. That is not the issue for the African American men as well as all men across this country. That is not our issue. I don't think that we're worried about if a woman can lead. I think that women have came so far to where they can do almost anything, right? So I don't think that we're concerned about that. But I do want to highlight some things. I want to highlight why Kamala lost this election. I want to highlight it, and I want to bring it the only way D-Ham gonna bring it. You understand what I'm saying? So I want y'all to pay attention to this video. This is another YouTuber, and you can find them all. Anton Daniels is another. Shout out to Anton Daniels who has been covering this election from beginning to end. He has way more thoughts than I do as far as the political situation in America. But shout out to Anton Daniels. Anybody who follows that brother, he just try to keep it fair, as far as why he feels the way he feels. But this is another YouTube blogger I want to present today. His name is Mr. Let Go, and I hope I don't get copy strike for playing a couple of clips from his live from last night. And I want to play a couple of clips. Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me know. I just stopped it. What up, my guy? Jaffe the Great is in the building. Jaffe the Great is in the building. Hey, Jaffe, you may need to pull up on me. I may need some help. hey, I may need some help with this topic, big dog. I want to hear from our sisters too. I'm gonna drop the link in a little while because I want to hear from y'all. But let me know if y'all can hear the Mr. Let Go. I'm gonna hit the play button. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Okay. I don't think y'all can hear it because I can't hear it on my tester. So give me a second, y'all. Give me a second.
If you're proud
Can y'all hear me now? Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on when I play it. I gotta find where it's muted at. I gotta find where I'm muted at. Give me a second, y'all. Let me see here. Okay, I am sharing. Y'all couldn't hear it when I shared it, right? So let's try it.
Without the support of your parent, which is your mother. But let's be real.
Can
That
y'all
is
hear
a
it?
thing in our community that our mothers raised us. So what would it have been just for the hell of it to just give us a chance just to fight for us like we have constantly been fighting for your credit?
No, ma'am. You can kiss our ass. No, we're not voting for that stupid ass woman. No.
Yes. We knew a lot of y'all motherfuckers really suck in real.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear the live stream. Let me know, y'all. Put a one in the chat. Joffy, I'm a we in trouble right now. We in trouble. This is a taboo. Okay. Miss Love, did you hear the live stream? Let me know if you hear the live stream. This is taboo right now. This is probably a taboo subject. You can't even touch it right now. Okay. This girl, listen, man. I do not condone. I did not hear all of his live, so this is my first time hearing that part. Wait, I don't condone him calling Kamala stupid a woman. I don't condone that, y'all. This is Mr. Let Go's channel, so I wanted to play where the brother was talking. I know he had a lot of females on that stream last night. He was pulling up videos, and then he had other people that disagree with him pull up on him as well. So he was definitely open for the conversation. So let's just hear a little bit more of what's going on here.
Wife, corny, whack, trash, disgusting. Ugh.
How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now? All I can say is how fucking dare you? If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you. It's not gonna happen. Go.
Everybody who's wondering, why did Dum Dum lose? Because instead of focusing on foreign policy, she's more concerned about foreign objects in the butt policy.
Who doesn't love a yellow school bus?
She raked in more than $1 billion and is somehow now in debt. The Washington Examiner dug through her financial statements and gave us a good clue why. But it worked out nicely for Oprah. She got her friend Kamala to pay her $1 million to interview her in September. $1 million. Kamala scared donors by calling Trump a dictator, got $1 billion, and just
listen, y'all. I can't play all of this, but listen. This is. I want you women to not fall victim to the fact that a woman did not get elected. I want y'all to really pay attention to the agenda that she ran her campaign under. She ran a campaign under a certain agenda, and she definitely embarrassed a lot of you black sisters in the process. Literally, she didn't take y'all serious. She did not take you serious. And I just want to make sure I highlight this stuff because I think that y'all are worth more than that. If you want a woman to run for president, do not let her dummy down your intelligence based on how she's campaigning. I think that y'all are worth more than that. I think that a woman can lead this country and this nation, but it has to be a woman who's running with convictions, a woman who cares about all human beings, and we have to stay focused. You cannot lose sight based on fear. You can't lose sight on that. So we gonna dive a little deep. I want to hear from you women, okay? Because I think it's gonna get dicey. But I want to hear from y'all. So listen, I got a lot more to say. I'm gonna break a lot more things, and I want to show y'all some imagery based on how she ran her campaign. That's all. I want to show you something because I want y'all to take the blinders off and understand that maybe she could have been a great president, but maybe her campaign manager need to be fired. I don't know. It's whoever pushed her to spend $1 billion in campaign. Think about it. $1 billion she raised. It ain't coming to the community. It ain't coming to the community. Watch this. Let's listen a little bit of Mr. Let Go.
To her friends, we don't have the equivalent of Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson to move that man in a feminist direction.
So if you look at all these people, tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. Don't these little stupid people right here all look like Kamala Harris supporters? Let me know if I'm wrong. Don't all these little stupid people look like Kamala Harris supporters? Yes or no in the chat.
Wait a minute, y'all. I'm not gonna cover everything Mr. Let Go is saying because I'm not calling no one stupid. I think everybody had the right to vote for who they wanted to vote for. But I want to speed it up to 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Right here. Let's go right here.
So I'm glad everything worked out the way it did, and I'm proud of y'all. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all are off.
Shout out to Miss Tangela. I know she worked her tail off, and she deserved her flowers. Shout out to Miss Sean. Shout out to DTTV. Miss Sean's reaction. You know the legal analyst. Thank you for being here. Joffy the Great in the building. Libra Goddess is in the building. Miss Love is in the building. Brock's Girl is in the building. You know what it is. Let's pay attention, y'all. Look, we're gonna come together. We're gonna disagree. We're gonna agree and disagree. I think there's a lot to agree about and there's a lot to disagree about. So let's keep going.
So proud of Trump being in office. Put a 1 in the chat if you're proud that Trump is in office. Because this is an example of Trump being in office right here.
Just one.
Hold on, it's a commercial.
What happens when neuropathy takes over and your feet start to feel numb, tingly, or burn? You're dealing with serious nerve damage.
Just 24 hours after Trump's election, China says it hopes for a peaceful coexistence with the United States, and we respect the choice of the American people. Also, Trump promised that 24 hours after he was elected, he was going to end the war, and guess what? Within 24 hours, he ended the war. Hamas calls for immediate end to war after Trump election win. How weird and strange is that? I didn't see any of this energy when Kamala and Biden were representing the country. It's like when a mom is dealing with some badass kids and they're not listening and she's trying to tell them what to do, and then the dad walked in the room, he didn't even say one word. He walked in that bitch and was like, none of these countries respected us, bro. They saw weakness. They saw clear and cut opportunity to take advantage. Since Biden became president for damn near his whole term, it ain't been nothing but war.
President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And the translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home, and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
Sure did.
Do you know for 18 months not a single American was killed in Afghanistan? That's the definition of strength. That's what I'm talking about. And so you can imagine that kind of sentiment being around the world. If we have an embassy in another country, no one's going to touch it because they're going to be fearful that they'll get a Moab on their head. That's how President Trump rolls.
Okay. Now, I want to say this, and then I'm going to really speed up to why I really wanted to break down some stuff about this election. But I'm a comment. I wanted to show you that small clip of these two black brothers. I don't believe that I'm going to champion Trump, like to the point where I'm only spewing out the good things he do and yada yada yada. I don't think I'm going to go that far, because it's still yet to be seen. I'm not going off of strength because America has. We are not a weak country, but other countries do respect strength. So we got to understand that that's across the board. I think a woman at the helm of our country and our nation would not be feared as, oh, now they're going to just disrespect America. What they was doing to Biden, though, is going around the way, getting a lot of money out of American pockets. So they were doing a lot of that. But needless to say, we're not going to go that deep. We ain't going to dive that deep in how this economy has taken a hit. Because a lot of people still saying, hey, Biden inherited from Trump. Trump inherited from Obama. Obama inherited from somebody else. Like, we can keep going back and forth to say who has at the helm of this thing where the economy has gotten this bad. Okay? I'm not sure. But let's go to where I'm going. I'm gonna go back to Mr. Let Go, and we're gonna dive deep at the 103 mark. And then I'm gonna show y'all some things, and then we're gonna have an open discussion.
Is gay. Okay? And I'm saying that for a reason. This dude that's about to talk is gay. So this is a very important point. I'm making this point for a reason. Listen to what he's about to say, because this is some shit right here. This dude is gay.
Elaborate multi-billion-dollar infrastructure, and there is nothing like it on the pro-democracy side.
So they created a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure on the red side, which is, of course, Republicans.
Ecosystem is build a radicalization engine. It's an elaborate multi-billion-dollar infrastructure, and there is nothing like it on the.
Now, if you read under this video, I'm gonna make it on the big screen. I want y'all to read under this video. Read under the video. Tell me what it says. What does it say under this video, y'all? Hold on.
Themselves. What they have done.
What does this say at the bottom, y'all? What does it say? Somebody type in what it says at the bottom, and it starts with liberals. What does it say? Drop it in the chat. I want to make sure y'all can read this because this is very important. What does it say? It says liberals want to create a feminist Joe Rogan. Liberals want to create a feminist Joe Rogan. In other words, a gay Joe Rogan. They want to create a gay Joe Rogan. They want to create a gay Joe Rogan. Listen to this shit. Listen to what he says, though.
In their online media ecosystem is build a radicalization engine. It's an elaborate multi-billion-dollar infrastructure, and there is nothing like it on the pro-democracy side. We don't have the equivalent of Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson to move.
See that? We don't, he said we, the word we. We don't have the equivalent of Joe Rogan and the Peterson guy.
That man in a feminist direction. To move that man in a feminist direction.
That's the part I wanted to get to, y'all. Okay. Let me stop sharing for a second. I want to get y'all to understand that had Kamala campaigned towards the situation at hand, had Kamala used her platform to target working class America, to target women that ain't just don't believe that they're raising their children to twerk. That's campaigning towards some resolve, some resolution. It would have been a tighter race, and she possibly would have won. But this is what Kamala. Let me tell you now. Let's go to it. This is what Kamala was doing, and y'all have to before I even do that. Women, y'all are more intelligent than what is being presented to you on a day-to-day basis. Because you a woman, she thought automatically, I'm gonna get your vote. Because you a woman and I'm a woman. Yes, you should want to support and uplift a woman to the highest level in this country, in this nation. Yes, you should. But she should not automatically put you in a box, dummy your intelligence down, make you look like you go with the flow. That's how she lost this election. This is what she was doing. The first election, this is what she had going on. The very first rally, this is what she think of black people. It's no different. It's no different. It's no different than Hillary Clinton with a bottle of hot sauce in her pocket. It's no different. It is, listen to me, y'all. It's no different than somebody walking around saying, hey, I need your vote. Do you know how important your vote is? Let me hold on, y'all. Let me take the picture down for a second. Do you know how important your vote is? Do you not know what your ancestors did for your right to vote in an election? Do you know how many people lost their lives to get to the poll, to be able to even vote as a woman? Think about it. You didn't even have the right to vote as a female. Now you on the cusp, you on the threshold of seeing a woman as president. In the first day of her rally, she pulls this stunt. Pulls that one right there. That's an insult. That is an insult. Whoever is her campaign manager said, look. I know it's trendy. I know that people like Megan targets a certain demographic for her to be able to sell her music, for her to have became a millionaire based on the music she promotes. We get that. We get that they have influence in our community. But why insult all black women who don't think to raise their daughters, to think they want their daughters twerking it up? They want their daughters actually go to school and get an education and be great. Why did she target the lowest dimension of how women operate? Why did she go to that low vibrational woman? Let's see. Megan Thee Stallion twerks out the vote for Harry. This is on Rolling Stone. The rapper delivered family-friendly versions of her hits at the vice president's first campaign rally in Georgia. Is that not an insult to all women? I think it is. Because listen, if D-Ham gets the opportunity to run for president, and then I'm hitting up Pookie and Ray to come in and help me with my campaign, y'all gonna be like, this man, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? It would not turn out well, y'all. It won't. It won't turn out well. Now let me find something else, y'all. I want to show y'all something else. Give me a second, because I'm gonna find it. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Hold on. Let's try that. I'm gonna find it. I may not find it, y'all. I may not find it. Hold on. Let's see if I can't find it. Let's see if I can't find it.
Show your daughter how much you love her with this beautiful gift.
Okay, I may have found it.
It
Give
says,
me a second, y'all.
To my daughter.
I may have found it.
This is the Jim Heath Channel playlist of 2024 campaign.
In
It's hard to believe, but it's true.
the prison system, what
Okay, I'm gonna just play.
24 campaign ads.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just play the ad. But just bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna play the ad, and I'm gonna show y'all some other stuff, and then we gonna open this conversation up a little bit. I gotta hurry up and speed this along. Give me a second. I'm gonna just play the ad. But Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy actually was speaking on this. I caught a video and I can't find it. So give me a second. I'm gonna just play the ad.
This is the Jim Heath Channel playlist of 2024 campaign ads.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. Even the liberal media was shocked Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal aliens.
Every transgender inmate would have access.
Kamala's for they, them. President Trump is for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this.
Okay, I know that Trump and them put it together, but actually there's clips of DJ Envy and Charlamagne God actually, and these are people who voted for Kamala. They're literally talking about that particular point, that she funded this for the prison system. What's going on, Big Cheese in the building? DTTV in the building. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna need y'all to come up and help me with this. Joffrey the Great was in the building. Listen, Miss Shawn was in the building. I know a lot of us, y'all don't agree with how I am talking about Kamala. But what I'm saying is that she ran an agenda-based campaign. It was based on identity more than it was about policy. Had she tapped into what voters are really dealing with, I think that she would have closed the gap and would have gotten a better turnout than she did. But she's ran her campaign, and you cannot deny that she ran a campaign based on identity. Now, granted, if she wants to claim blackness, hey, cool. You black, okay, we're cool. But don't pander to the black vote based on the fact that we're just going to vote automatically out of ignorance. That should not be the automatic reason why we're voting. Now, I am not a Trump supporter. I never once in my life been. But you have to understand, what rabbit hole are we about to go down? What rabbit hole are we about to go down? And actually, it's against women that believe in procreation. It's against women who believe in raising their daughters to be young ladies. It's against women who raising their sons to be men at one point. This is what the election mainly was about. Why, when it comes to people mad that she didn't win. So let's check out something, y'all. Let's check out something. She brought your boy Eminem out. Okay? She brought your boy Eminem out. He's not a black man. He's a black, he panders to black because he rap. We accept him as a human being that can rap, and he can rap his butt off. But she went after the celebs and funded $1 billion to get them to back her up. Right? This is what she did. All right, let's keep going. She brought Cardi B out. She brought Cardi B out. She brought Cardi B out, right? And there's nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with how Cardi B is dressed. I think they said that she didn't do well with her speech. I didn't listen to it. But this woman do not represent the black community, black sisters. This woman's out here cheating on her husband, twerking a BBL all across every day. This is what she do. That doesn't represent the working black woman. This doesn't. She's not your voice. Cardi B don't speak for y'all. She don't speak for y'all. And of course, Kamala's right for trying to speak to all audience and making sure everybody's represented. But how are you going about it? This is the issue. But you got our black women mad at black men right now. It is not fair. Hold on, we're gonna get there, and I'm almost done. I'm almost gonna conclude my thoughts. But you got Katy Perry, right? Y'all remember the leotard thing I told you I had an issue with, that all these women got to put on the leotard? But you got Katy Perry, right? Katy Perry. You got Katy Perry, right? Now check it. Now Katy Perry look like a woman who's out here supporting another woman, right? She don't look like one of them, you questionable women, right? But check her out. Look at what she's doing at the rally. Look at the men that Kamala was targeting. She's targeting the LGBTQ community of men. She's not targeting heterosexual men. There's no way she's targeting heterosexual men. So why is our black sisters mad with the black men that you want to have a backbone and you want them to stand on business? Why are you mad at us? Why are you mad at the black man? When her campaign wasn't about the black man. Check it out. Look at the men in Katy Perry's performance. This is what they were coming for. Now, as you can look this up, this is Biden's. Do anybody know who this woman is? Do anybody know who she is? Now, I want you to see the code language in her outfit. And this is just code language. This is beyond women and men. This is now, we're targeting a certain ideology. This is what they're saying. We're targeting a certain ideology. We're not concerned about the economy, your health care. We're not concerned about the border. We're not concerned about how it affects your pockets. Yeah, somebody coming across the border get more benefits than a working class American who's over here struggling. We're not going to talk about that. Do you see the code language in her outfit? Do y'all know who that woman is? That is Biden's spokesperson, right? In the White House, right as we speak. Right? And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to shift real quick. I just want y'all to see the code language. Now watch it for Kamala's campaign. Let's watch the code language. Let's watch the code language, y'all. Do y'all see the code language? Do y'all see how she ran her campaign? It was on identity politics. And you know Kelly Rowland is a beautiful sister. Come on, y'all. Y'all know good and well. The press. Thank you, Barbara. Y'all know good and well Kelly Rowland put a lot of women to shame the way she look and keep that body right. Come on now. But do you see how she rolled out with Beyonce? I almost thought that was a Joanna Man from the movie. I'm like, did she walk out with Joanna Man? I was like, who the hell? I said, that don't look like Jay-Z. DM can need glasses. I had to put my glasses on. I said, that's Kelly? Because everybody was praising Kelly Rowland for speaking at the rally. And I'm like, where's Kelly Rowland? So I had to I didn't see Kelly Rowland at the rally. So I'm going in there, and I had to look and look and look more than once. I said, that's Kelly? Do you understand what they're trying to do? See, it would take a strong sister to run for president and get my vote. A strong one. A strong one. Who, I'm talking about one of your grandmama, aunties, and I want one of them. Believe in butt whoopings. Believe in telling you to go sit your butt down somewhere. I need one of my aunties to come back and run for president. She'll get my vote. She'll get my vote. Do you see this nonsense? And this is what you're pandering. This is what you look at Oprah. I never seen Oprah like this. And I had one more picture of Oprah. It didn't make it. Hold on. I got to upload that. I never seen Oprah. Give me a second. I got one more picture to show y'all. Because I'm not going to make this all about how they dress. I'm not. But I think it's important to point this behavior out. Because it's an insult to our sisters who don't care what you do behind your closed doors, your business. But you out here running for president. You out here should be concerned about what's happening in the economy, not how you express your love life in your love language. You should be out here concerned about what's happening with our economy. With Helene just came through and ripped up half of the state of part of North Carolina. What are we doing about the economy? This is strange behavior, y'all. This is strange. Why take the opportunity to run for president and you have a great chance at winning? A great chance. Hold on, y'all. You got a great opportunity to win this election. And this is what you showcase. This is what it became. And the black sisters are mad at the brothers. Because if we was out here with a limp wrist, if we was out here with a limp wrist right now, and walking around here shiftless. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay. Do you see Oprah? Beautiful billionaire women. They listen, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta believe me. There's a thing when you go to church, it's called a dress code, right? You go to church, it's a dress code. CODE. They were in code. They were in code. They were in code. But they were trying to play on your intelligence and make you believe that it's about my body, my choice. That is the furthest from the conversation. Barack Obama came out here and blasted men for being misogynistic. Since when? We can't handle a strong black woman or a strong sister or a strong woman in general. Since when? Maybe you didn't come for a heterosexual man. Maybe you didn't come for intelligent men. Maybe you didn't want to resonate with those type of brothers. Maybe that could be the case, right? Because you were pandering to weak. I'm talking about limp wrist men. That's what you were pandering for. And I ain't got a problem with what people do behind it. What you doing, who you do it with, that's your business. But how did we get here? How did we get here? Why blow your opportunity? Because you want to appear and go to the lowest thinking vibrational vision of what you think is a man or a woman. All our women ain't twerking. All of our black sisters ain't daggone raising children just so they can go and find themselves in a love life. Maybe that we're raising our children to become successful human beings. And who they choose to love is who they choose to love along the way. Maybe that's how we're raising our family. Maybe that could be. This is the part that you got to understand. You got a president coming in office talking about deportation, talking about getting rid of illegal immigrants. Check this, right? You got a president coming in office and he's saying, you know what? I'm about to do the largest deportation you ever seen. But resoundingly, he got, I don't know how, somebody will have to give me the numbers, but the Latinos voted for that man and put him in office. Why do you think he won the Latino vote? Could it be that they still believe in traditional family values and they are not going along with this right here? They're not going along with this right here. Could it be that they believe in having babies? Could it be that they don't believe in their girl and their children raising up to be like this right here? Nope. I don't care how much money you make to get up on stage at a rally and do this right here. Could it be that they believe their women ain't gonna be running to no abortion clinic? Could it be? Could it be that they're not raising their daughters to show up at the rally like that? Could it be that they're not trying to look like this coming out? Could it be? Why Latinos voted the way they voted? Could it be why the Asian people voted the way they voted? Could it be that the Asian American community said, no, you go into them nail shops, you see a family structure. When you go to buy your hair and you go into the Asian store to get your hair and your wig, you see their daughters working behind that counter. You see their sons guarding the place. You see a family structure. It is Black Americans that have adopted this lifestyle. It ain't the Africans. It ain't even the Haitians that's coming across illegal across the board. They're not falling to this right here. They're just trying to get over here to get their money up. They're coming over here, and guess what? They're starting businesses. You go right now to a Hispanic, they know all about LLCs and knowing how to start their businesses and got them all going. That's why we're going there spending our black dollars. We are the biggest and largest consumers in this country. And we're going to their businesses, and they know how to run a business. And they understand that they, even while they're in America, they have to depend on the economy to live. Could it be they said, you know what? I'm struggling too. I'm struggling in this economy, and they're not considering what's happening with this economy. This election is talking about my body, my choice, and ain't talking about what's going into my bank account. Could it be? And how did our black sisters turn on us over Kamala's choices in her campaign? These were Kamala's choices. Kamala don't represent all black women. Now, we may have wanted to see a woman in power like that. We wanted to see what she was going to do as vice president, and maybe she could have got our vote for presidency. But it's not fair for our black sisters to be mad at black men when a Latino man, when the European man, where everybody else has voted the way they voted in this outcome of this election. This was not won or lost on a black man vote. This election was not won or lost. But it speaks to our black men. Okay, you said 78% DT spoke voted for stop the cap. There you go. There you go, DT. We voted as fathers. We voted as brothers. We voted as men. We voted as men that love our black women. We voted. And it's a shame. It's a shame that they think that y'all are that illiterate, or it's disingenuous, y'all. It's not fair to make us fall for any okey dokes while you're running for the highest office in the land. Stick with the policies. Stick with what works for getting people in the office. Stick with those things. You do not have to go to Hollywood and Hollyweird. And it's the very thing we're condemning P. Diddy for the things that he done with his celebrity status, what he did with his celebrity status for all the indulging that they did. We want to clown him, but we want to parade others that do it on the rally. I want y'all. Thank you, my brother. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put this up right now. We're gonna go through it. Thank you, my brother. We're gonna put it up. It's amazing to me that if a heterosexual male get caught out here on a DL or something he's doing with another man, can become clowned and laughed at, mocked. It can become a mockery. He become a meme. But if you're all automatically out the closet, you're protected. You're celebrated, and it's illegal to mock you. I know I only got 26 people in here. They don't like tough conversations, and it's okay. This is
The way that they played on you women, strong sisters, intelligence was wrong. I'm not saying Kamala could not have won and could not have done a great job. I just feel like her campaign failed her in the direction that she chose to go in with her campaign. I think she failed that way. I think she failed that way. I think it's okay to be who you want to be who you are. But why are you campaigning in this format? Who votes were you looking for? And now you can't be mad when all of America don't agree with voting that direction. You got the votes you were looking for. You did. You got the votes you were looking for. All America don't have to vote that direction. And I would never vote for a racist. I mean, I'm not trying to even, you understand what I'm saying? When you're looking at if it's about to race and the things that we have suffered in our rights as human beings. But what they're trying to do is equalize it. Now your sexual preference is higher than your human race. And they've elevated your sexual preference over the human struggle. And that's me saying it as clear as I can say it, y'all, without offending anyone. But I'm gonna post this up here, and then I'm gonna get ready to drop the link. I want to hear what people got to say. Let me get this one in. Let me get this one in. And let's look at it, y'all. And I appreciate my brother DT for sending this to me. Hold on. And it's not to say that Trump didn't run a campaign with celebrities. I think he did as well. He had Hulk Hogan, Elon Musk, and he had his crew there. So I'm not here to condemn celebrities that may have an alternative lifestyle. I'm not here to condemn it. I'm just saying that this is who you went for. This is what you chose to go, the demographic of people that you wanted to go for, and this is how the outcome of the election became. Thank you, DT. This right here. "59% white men voted Republican, 39% Democrat." So you have some white men that still voted towards the Democratic Party. It was almost split with women. Now check it. I want y'all to check, and I'm glad that he gave me this because I want you to understand that women voted in this election. All women did. Well, not all, but this wasn't about a woman not looking at the fact that abortion and their rights. So if a women voted in this election and you get 52%, that's a woman, white women voted, 52% voted Republican regardless of the abortion laws. Right? Regardless of the abortion law. They're not going to run their household based off if my daughter can get an abortion or not. And that's a good conversation to have because that law should not be, I don't think that should be, it should definitely be a law that people will want to see change if that's what they want and desire, but you shouldn't run base your whole campaign off of that. White women, 47% voted for Democrat. It was almost an even split there. Black men, 5% voted Democrat. 20% voted Republican. This is what my brother put up. Now I don't know if I'm right, if this is right or not. 92% black women voted for Kamala. Check it now. Latino men, 44% voted Democrat. 54% voted for Trump. These are Latino men. What? I'm trying to tell you, they're in the working class. These Mexicans, or you may see some that illegal working, but a lot of them got their own business, got their own trucking business, they got their own all kind of business. Stores, grocery stores. These men came in America and they leveling up. Latino women voted for Kamala. 37% voted. 37% of the Latino women voted Republican. So how can you be mad? How can you be mad at the black man when you have women who still wanted to vote Republican? And they voted for Trump. All races voted for that man. All races. I think that our sisters, we have to take a look at what we're presenting and how we're presenting it. I think that there should be some accountability in how they are insulting our women and playing this my body, my choice. No. You're not going to use abortion as a form of birth control and run your campaign off of abortion. If anything, when your teenager probably get pregnant and they haven't figured out their life, they're probably concerned, should I keep the baby, should I not? I don't know if my baby daddy gonna stay with me. You know, 16, 17, or 18 or 19. And they're concerned, then I can understand the concern. I can definitely understand the concern, and she may want to just do away with it all. I get it. I've been there. 18 years old, I think I was 19 years old when I got my ex-wife pregnant. 19. I didn't know nothing. I was wet behind the ear. I didn't know nothing. Do you think that was planned? No. Half of black communities are not planning childbirth. We're just not. And most men that's just trying to get it in and get it on out, we may suggest, hey man, you may want to do away with that. I'll pay for it. But listen, when you really get a little older, you ain't thinking like that. Come on, let's be real. You ain't thinking like that. Even when it comes to your daughter can come up to your house right now, say, Daddy, I'm pregnant. And guess what? Y'all be like, okay, baby, I got you. We got you. Don't worry about Junebug. We got you. You're not thinking like an 18-year-old. So to see these 50-some-year-old women get up here and talk about my body, my choice, you're past the age of childbearing. You're past that age. You're not thinking about having kids, but you're trying to keep a campaign in place and intact based off of my body, my choice. And basically, I'm gonna say this, and I may lose some people. I may lose about 20 more of y'all. Basically, what it is, it's an insult to God. It's an insult to God. Anytime anything that conceives is a God thing, regardless of how and when. It's a God thing. And what God, if you read your Bible, it's all about procreation. And it's about the bloodline. It's about the bloodline. Matter of fact, those that believe in Christ or believe in God, you believe in the fact that what's going on, Amber? You know that we're saved by the blood of the Lamb, the bloodline. And what happens is when you enter into a same-sex marriage situation or a same-sex ordeal, you're not procreating. Let's be honest. The bloodline stops. And if they can convince your daughters to consider aborting your children, you're stopping the bloodline. This is a fact. I do believe that women should have all rights and choices to their bodies. I don't disagree with that point. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to run a full-blown campaign based on that alone. Especially when you know that you didn't get here because your mama aborted you. You're here because she went through with it. In the rough times, in the hard times, when it wasn't popular, when they didn't have an option. She said, And if there was an option, she still said, you're worth it. You're worth the 9 months. You're worth the struggles. After you get here, you're worth it all. I'm going through with this pregnancy. That's an insult. I'm going to drop the link. I want to hear from some people. Somebody may come up here and change my mind. No, D-Ham. No, you're wrong, D-Ham. They may come up here. They may come up here and change my mind. Come on, big dog. I see Joppy the Great in the building. Thank you, DT. He said stand on business. No, you know the women, boy. The women coming for you. They gonna come. They gonna come and get you, boy. You don't disrespect Kamala. I'm not. I'm just saying the way she ran the campaign. I don't understand it. I don't have it. If I was her campaign manager, I would have told her no. We gonna stick on policy, and we gonna hang in there with you. That's what we gonna do. We ain't gonna sit here and run and just try to cater to one audience. Amber come over and say, Amber, you gotta put me up on game. Who trying to pull up on me? Said the monkey's coming. Oh Lord. I had Miss Sean in the building. I had some really strong women in my chat. You're welcome to come up. I hope I didn't offend anyone. I'm just trying to keep it a buck. Okay, I see you, big dog. I see. I got Miss Sean in the building. I got Jockey the Great.
Hey, D-Ham.
Y'all come on in. I can hear y'all.
Can't hear nothing.
Can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Miss Shaw.
I'm not echoing, am I?
No, not bad. It's just undo it again. Unmute again. No, unmute. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay up here long.
Okay.
But what I want to say is this is what a lot of people don't understand. If you look at the numbers, okay, I know you're speaking on how Kamala ran her campaign, but here's the thing that played a part too. But here's the thing a lot of Americans didn't even bother to vote because if you look at the numbers, Biden had over 81 million votes in 2020. Okay, Kamala didn't even reach 81 million. She was at 69. She didn't even get half of his votes.
Wow.
And that's because those people didn't bother to vote. And to me, it wasn't because they wanted to vote for Trump. They didn't want to vote for Trump, but they wasn't confident in Kamala. So it wasn't the fact that people went out and they voted for Trump. Those numbers that you see, those statistics that you see, those are based on the numbers of people that did go out and bother to vote. But there's like 14, 15 million people that didn't bother that were Biden supporters. And they didn't bother to vote because they didn't want to vote for Trump, but they didn't have enough confidence in Kamala's campaign to vote for her. So it's not saying, oh, all of a sudden we win, everybody's going for Trump. No, it's people just said, just, ain't nobody to vote for. We don't know Kamala. We're not going to vote for Kamala just because she's a woman. And we're not going to vote for Kamala just because she's a minority. That's not what people don't understand. Don't just vote for somebody because they have the same color as you or they have the same gender as you. You vote for somebody because of what they can do and what they can do differently in the community. That's what I think. That's my thing as far as, gender and all of that. So stop looking at who did vote and look at the people who didn't. Look at the numbers because Biden got a whole lot of supporters that Kamala couldn't even touch or didn't reach, and they were Democrats. So how do you explain the non-voters?
Wow. Now I told you I'm gonna need some help because I don't know. I don't want you to go nowhere too quick, Sean. We got Jaffe the Great up here.
Hey, Jaffe.
How you doing? How you doing? So I just wanted to add to that a little bit. Just lost my train of thought. So basically Kamala said, it's a lot of people that's unhappy with the way that the economy is going, the lived economy. There's a lot of people that's unhappy with the lived economy, the bread, the gas, and all that kind of stuff. And then when she was asked the question in an interview, what would she do different than Joe Biden? She said nothing. Who wants to live through another 4 years of where we at right now? I don't think a lot of people want to live through that. So people felt that the economy was in a better place. The lived economy was in a better place when Trump was in there. So a lot of people either didn't vote or voted another way. And that's how you got people to go vote for Trump again.
Okay.
It ain't had nothing to do with her being a woman.
Exactly, Jaffe. I think that if she would have shown some real strength in how she's going to really help everybody balance this thing out where people can see us thriving, they want to have a problem with it.
Yeah. She basically says, I'm not changing the economy. I'm going to just let it go the way that it's going. And I'm cool with this, the way that things are. We perfectly fine, basically. And everybody else, who's living through this, that's not a millionaire. They're saying, hold up, man, we ain't fine. We ain't fine. Y'all might be fine, but we ain't. We going through it over here. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when Obama pulled that move, they just made some horrible blunders. You know what I'm saying? When Obama pulled that move on black men, whether they went out and voted for Trump or not, a lot of them said,
"Oh yeah,
you know what?
that was
I ain't
good
doing nothing.
Yep.
I ain't doing nothing voting for nobody. You ain't about to put me in the vote." Hey, it was another clip of another woman who was basically saying, she said, "Them stupid black men." And she didn't call, she was talking about all men, right? She said white men, those crazy black men. And then she said Latino men, Asian men. She regarded us as like we lower than everybody else.
See, and
there's no respect that was done on our part.
Brother.
They expect us to just okay. We Democratic, so you're gonna vote Democratic. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
expect you to automatically. They're gonna get your vote regardless.
That's crazy.
Well, I can say this: the economy was going flowing amazing when Trump came into office because of Obama. Trump didn't run the economy smoothly. We are dealing with the effects of Trump running the office right now
That's
because we
negative.
have to pay back all of those stimulus packages and all of that. That came out of our taxpayers' money. Now, I did see a lot of people, I did go on a lot of panels and I was listening to because I was going to from panel to panel, listen to people, different people's views before the votes was cast, before the election started. Uh, voting day or whatever. And it was a lot of men that was upset with Kamala because of her wanting to take taxpayers' money to pay for sex change operations.
Mm-hmm.
The few that did sway their votes, I'm pretty sure that was why they vote swayed. Now, I totally agree with Miss Shine because it was a lot of people at my job, and I just didn't see the enthusiasm of people going out and voting as I have in the past because they were like, I don't want to vote for Donald Trump, but I'm on the fence with Kamala because of her views. And a lot of people pointed out the people that she had brought out on stage and came to her rallies, even though Donald Trump and most uh, candidates bring out celebrities, but the people that she chose to bring out was an issue, and people pointed that out as well. And so a lot of people didn't go out to vote, and I think that's a big reason as to why Donald Trump won. And two,
Right.
he can't win against a man. I honestly believe even with Biden's health issues, if he would have continued to run, he would have beat Donald Trump.
Okay. Well, that's the first.
I do. I honestly believe that.
Okay.
Because he didn't get the popular vote with Hillary. He got the electoral votes.
Okay.
Hey, don't you think that's kind of if Biden had would have ran with those health issues and people would have voted for Biden, knowing that he's not mentally stable, don't you think that would speak to a different tone?
I don't think Donald Trump is mentally stable.
Well,
Listen to some of the stuff he say out of his mouth. He ain't mentally stable. He sit up
I
and
would
talk
say
about executing a woman. You know what I'm saying? Shooting her in the face on live TV.
Yeah, he said that now. He said that.
You know
What
what I'm
happened?
about
saying?
who he
He
said it
mentally
about? Who was
stable.
that? Educate me. Educate me. Who was that about?
Matter of fact, they was gonna put I think I'm not sure if they're going to still investigate, but as a death
Yeah,
threat
as a
because
deaf.
of him saying that.
Yeah.
And he
Who was the
just
woman?
said
What was
it.
what
I
was it
think it was a
about?
senator or something like that.
I can't remember who the woman was, but
Hold on. Somebody. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
you know,
Okay. Somebody who dropped down.
I don't know who that was.
I don't need it.
Okay, I got
But
Miss Sean. I got Miss
I just wanted
Go
to
ahead.
speak. She said something just a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? She said that Trump uh inherited Obama's
he did.
economy, but then she said that Joe Biden inherited. No, see, I would implore you to
That's
go
how
and look up the
history has
American. Hold
always
on, listen, hold
been.
on. Listen, hold on. That's how history goes when you want to play the blame game. But see, check this out. When you go and do the actual research, go look up the American Rescue Plan Act and the inflation that it caused, and that came directly from Biden and old girl. Kamala. That came directly from those people.
This jockey, you can't tell me that a president steps into an office and immediately how the economy is flowing. It takes time. First of all, when you put out different policies and stuff like that, they got to go through the House and all of that. Everything, it takes time. It takes years for those policies to change. So you can't tell me that when Donald Trump was in office, his policies came into effect then, because they did not. They did not.
When they listen to this. When Obama handed Trump the economy, we was at plus what was it? We was plus 1.5%. When Trump left, when Trump got the economy, when Trump left the office, we was plus 3.5%. What are we now?
That's because
so you blaming Trump. Hold on. So you can blame Trump. Hold on, listen.
Policies have come into effect. That's because his policies have come into effect.
Ma'am, this is a direct result.
All those taxpayer. No, I know what my taxes is.
Ma'am,
we have to pay back those stimulus monies through our taxes because of Donald Trump.
Okay, listen, hold on. First of all, whatever president,
that's a fact.
Would you agree that whatever president?
That's a fact.
Listen. Would you agree that whatever president would have been in office when Trump was in there? If it was Biden, if it was Obama still, if it was any president that was in office when that pandemic took place, we would have had to get those stimulus checks regardless because people weren't working, right? You would agree with that, right? What move could have been made outside of the stimulus check to ensure that the American people been able to
the move that Donald Trump had it to where we would have to pay back through our taxes? That's the move.
I'm asking you, what move I'm talking about the stimulus check, right? What move would you suggest that a president had did when most of the economy weren't working? First of all, most of the people weren't working. So people were sitting home. They was gonna have to pass out those stimulus checks regardless, right?
No. Irregardless of whether they want to pass them out or not, they didn't have to put it to where we had to pay them back with our taxpayers' money.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you. We had to pay that back. If you notice your taxes, I don't know about you, but I noticed my taxes, like it jacked me up. It was the first year that I had to even owe on taxes.
I don't get taxes anyway. I always owe.
Well,
I don't get taxes. But look, that's my personal thing. But I'm saying most people
that I know that it was their first year having to owe on taxes.
Okay, check this out.
Maybe it's just
check this out. So what you suggesting is we just eat the inflation from that stimulus check going out, right? You suggesting that the American economy just either way. Hold on. Listen, let me talk. Let me talk. Yes, ma'am. Listen.
No, he did not.
Ma'am, go look up the facts, ma'am. Look up the facts. You keep saying okay. Tell me this. What is the American Rescue Plan?
Jaffe, I'm not going to
answer the question.
No, I'm not answering the question. Listen,
okay, you can't answer that question. Only thing
I'm not going to argue with what I believe, and I'm not going to try to sway what you believe.
Hold 1 second.
I'm not going to argue with that. This is just what I believe, and that's what you believe.
If you don't, I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything.
It is what you believe because you.
No,
you
it's not. I know for a fact that the American Rescue Plan has caused the inflation that we under right now. The inflation that we currently going through right now is due to the American Rescue Plan put in place by. We don't got to argue. We don't have to have an argument. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm making a statement right now. I'm not talking to you or nobody else. I'm making a statement. The American Rescue Plan is the cause of the inflation that we are currently experiencing today. The reason why the groceries are high, the reason why all that. Now, the economy itself is not doing that bad. We actually on the up and up. That's why you have what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, the Federal Reserve, they taking. That's why we're going down another 0.25%, 0.25%. We're going down. We almost down to a flat 5% interest rate. That part of the economy is cool, but the inflation that we're experiencing, that didn't come from that came from the pandemic itself. Part of it did, right? But the American Rescue Plan that Biden and them put in place, go look it up. Anybody can go look this up. This is a fact. The American Rescue Plan is causing the inflation that we under right now. That's what's causing our inflation.
Okay.
Whether nobody want to admit that or not.
Okay. We still got Miss Shawn up here, and we got Miss Tangela. Miss Tangela, we want to hear from you.
Well, I want to talk about that money that she just talked about, the stimulus money. Number one, President Trump did not support stimulus money. We must go back, and you can always go back and look at the House meetings and the Senate meetings. He never supported it, but remember at that time, Democrats had the majority, so it passed. It passed, and what he wanted, what had never happened before, and I know Ms. White is somewhere on here. She can verify this. He wanted his name on the checks. That had never happened before. Because his name was on the check, people think Trump gave them a check. Trump did not want you with a check. He did not support that. He didn't even believe they'll get COVID until he caught it. So
yeah, I remember that.
So if Congress did not support, it was your Democratic congressional leaders that supported you having this. And because your Democratic leaders supported it and it passed, he didn't have a choice. But he did not want you with stimulus money. Our community is so mixed up and confused on that.
He had a choice not to sign his name, though.
No, but whether he signed his whether he signed his name or not, the Congress had already passed it to approve it. He wanted his name to make black people think he sent them a check.
Exactly. To me, that's a throwing a rock, hide your hand move, because if you didn't believe in something, why would you endorse it with your signature? That's my thing.
Deal with my congresswoman I deal with my congresswoman every single day of my life. He was fighting her. He even threatened her life. You can go back and Google it. Congresswoman Wilson. He threatened her life over that stimulus stuff. He did not want it, but when it passed, he wanted to be the champion of it.
I understand everything you're saying, but my thing is this: to me, it's deception. If you feel as though you don't believe in something, but you're willing to sign your John Hancock on it just so you can get points from a certain community. To me, that is deception.
Politics, baby.
I don't get it.
He was he didn't his name anyway.
Angela,
he didn't have a choice. Listen, those stimulus check has nothing to do with the president. It has everything to do with your representative, your House and Congress.
He didn't have a choice after it passed. He didn't have a choice.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this then. You said they got something to do with your House and Congress, right? I don't know who was that. I don't know who I was just speaking with right then, but somebody was just making it, saying that Trump caused the inflation. So who caused the inflation then?
Hold on. Before you ask that, Joffy, hold on. All right. I want to piggyback on that. And Miss Tangela, you let me know if I'm wrong. I heard it on Fox News, so it could be 100% wrong. But it said that.
Yeah, when you say Fox News, you're right.
Okay, just help me out now. Did they not say that Kamala cast the tie-breaking vote for inflation?
I didn't hear that.
Yes, she did.
Did Kamala pass the tie-breaking vote for the inflation? When it came to that board meeting,
she may have voted.
The American, D-Ham.
I will also say she voted against a black judge for the federal bench here, and that's why part of me had issues with Kamala. But that was a Democratic candidate. We went with her. I'm not telling you I agreed on everything. I worked for her, and we made a lot of mistakes. We didn't put a penny in the black community, okay? Because they feel that we hate Trump so much. We gonna vote anyway, but Trump is a businessman, and so you have a lot of black people that had businesses that believed in him and went on and voted for him.
Okay. Now stay right there, Tangela. I'm gonna let Joffy go. Go ahead, Joffy.
No. Hey, look, I want somebody to look up what was that tie-breaking vote on. What plan was that tie-breaking vote on?
I'm gonna look it up.
Y'all, somebody put it in the chat. If y'all, Jaffe asked y'all to look it up. Y'all help us get that. The tie-breaking vote.
Can I say something real quick? This is Miss Shawn.
Go ahead, Miss Shawn.
Okay, I have to. Miss Tangela is 100% on point, because that is what people don't understand. But you have to understand the science of politics and the science of business. Trump is a businessman, and every decision that he makes is based on business, not politics. When people understand that, and people, even these people that own these businesses and they in that high bracket, Trump is a asset to them, because that's how he's thinking. That's why people have to understand where he's not a politician. Trump is not a politician at all, period.
Exactly.
He's a businessman, and every decision that he makes is based on business.
Right.
That's how you have to look. So when you understand the science of politics and business, you're going to understand why people voted the way they voted. It wasn't even about morality or anything like that when it comes down to this politics. And the more people understand that and accept that, the more they'll understand why Trump is president right now.
Right.
Okay. So basically, we done overcame the Jaffe and Miss Love going back and forth a little bit with why this outcome came to this. Like we can blame. I think when somebody put it in a comment section that every new president going to inherit something from the last president, right? We can all agree to that, right?
Right.
So to say that Obama, did he leave us in a deficit, or did he leave us above ground?
We ain't been out of deficit. We ain't been out of deficit since Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, the only one. We ain't been out of deficit since then. So all of them since then had us in some type of deficit. But Trump did spend a lot of money. But that's part of that is because of that COVID situation that was going on.
You keep saying the COVID with Trump. Trump did not support COVID. That's what you need to understand.
I'm saying. Hold on.
Listen. They props for making sure that we had those fundings.
Listen, here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's solely because of Trump himself. I'm saying the Trump administration. I'm saying under him being his presidency while he was president. That's what I mean by that. The economy while he was president. We had COVID. We went through COVID. We went through COVID when Trump was in there, right?
Right, but wait a minute now. We went through COVID. Trump thought COVID was a joke.
He did. I remember that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I remember. I remember that.
Is we're talking about politics now. We're not talking about the real world. When Congress, because at the time, remember, we had the majority in Congress. Congress supported to put that money out. So Trump came up with a way to make himself look good in it while he was fighting them the whole time not to give that money out. But then all of a sudden, no checks went out with president's name. Let me put my name in it. And that's how he screwed up y'all black people, because y'all thought he gave y'all $1,400. He gave y'all $1,400 to survive.
Hey, so let me ask you this. So what my question now becomes this: the statement that so basically what you're saying is the statement that the young lady just made right then. It has no merit to it. So basically, Trump didn't cause that inflation, regardless. Either way you put it in, right?
Nothing to do with that. We had a Democratic Congress, and they passed that. And once they passed that, he didn't have a choice. And because he didn't have a choice, he asked that his name be placed on that check. And that's what confused Black America, thinking that Trump gave them a check. When Trump didn't give them a check, Trump didn't even want them to have a check.
Hey, D-Ham, you understand what I'm saying right now, don't you?
Yeah. You say it again one more time, Jaffe.
Okay, so the lady we just had a semi debate about right there, right? I said, who was that? I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
It was me.
Miss Love. Okay, all right, Miss Love. So Miss Love, you hear what she's saying, right?
We got some background noise. I'm not sure who it is.
somebody may have to mute one by one to see who's got the noise.
Is it me?
Who was that? The lady that was
Maybe
just
it was
speaking?
Tangela. Maybe it was Tangela.
Tangela.
Okay.
Tangela educated me, but what I was saying is, too, when she said that, as far as Trump putting his name on there, I'm saying that the deception of him to even sign his name on something that he didn't even agree with. Why would you even sign your name on that? You are deceptive.
Miss Love, pause 1 second, Miss Love.
Politics.
Miss Love, y'all pause 1 second. Joffrey, get your question out to Miss Love.
My question for you is, you said that Trump caused the inflation, right? By the stimulus check. So now, based on the information that she just gave, and my argument, first of all, is that the American Rescue Plan caused the inflation that we're currently experiencing. But her argument was that Trump didn't even want you to have the check. So now, the effects of that check came from the Democratic Congress, right? According to y'all.
That's what Miss Tangela said.
So either way you put that, call it how you want to. I'm gonna tell you.
Did you not hear what I just said? I just said Miss Tangela educated me, and I said that Trump was very deceptive for even signing his name on a check and agreeing to saying, once you sign your name, you're saying you agree, but you really don't agree. That's
politics. It's politics, because now that you're gonna get checks, he's gonna make sure that you think he provided that, because he didn't have any choice but to give it out because Congress voted for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I ain't arguing none of that.
Okay.
I'm arguing inflation.
Okay. Go, Miss Shawn. You had something to say? Go ahead.
I have to what Tangela said. I get where Miss Love is coming from. I definitely get where Joffrey coming. I get what point Joffrey is trying to make. I get where he's coming from, because if you're saying that Trump was the cause of inflation, and then it was just told you that Trump wasn't the one that even wanted the checks, then you would have to eliminate Trump as the cause. So I get what Joffrey is saying. I completely understand what he's saying. But I do agree. Who wanted to say something?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I do agree with Tangela. Again, all I'm gonna say is, if you have to understand the science of politics to even understand that that whoever was, if you're trying to blame who was the cause of inflation, who was the cause of this, who was the cause of that, then you got to start looking at numbers. And if you don't have numbers in front of you to actually, you can't just look at the economy as a whole. You got to go back and look at them numbers from each presidency and how it was passed down from each presidency and how the numbers came up to the next presidency. That's how you determine that. So that's how you're able to tell until somebody can put out that numbers. I'm wondering that myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now it says here that it was 2 years in the Inflation Reduction Act. Is lowering costs for millions of Americans, tackling the climate crisis, and creating jobs. 2 years ago, President Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act with Vice President Harris casting the tie-breaking vote in Congress. And then is another thing saying here on political fact that Vice President Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking votes that caused the worst inflation in American history. Now,
thank you.
If there was a vote on this, what educate me? What vote was this about? I mean,
well, I want to say this. I can't say to you that I agree with everything that Kamala voted for. What happens sometimes in politics, it comes to the best of the two evils. That's just the truth. I'm just gonna give it real. I work for Kamala, so nobody can tell me nothing. Yes, they pay us as consultants, but I need money placed in my community.
Come on.
On election day, let's talk about election day. Let's talk about what we went wrong. On election day, if you went around to your polls, you see nothing with our president. What did they do with the money?
Okay.
The people that got the money, where did it go? Because the money is provided and you raise money. And if you all remember, when Kamala was doing certain things, we raised $1 million in a day. That wasn't on the ground in Florida.
Won't here in North Carolina neither. And guess what? You know who got that money? Cardi B, Beyonce, Oprah.
I swear to God, I was about to say that all them celebrities that she hired that talk on her behalf. That's
That
where
who got that money?
But see, that's the problem. We want to get in every discussion was middle class. Let's just keep it real. Middle class come from like 60,000 and up. Okay, we got a lot of poor people, but poor people wasn't discussed. Let's deal with reality, because if we're gonna fix this, it's gonna take us as blacks to come together and fix this and demand that candidates that want our vote make sure that they have our agenda. You know, rent, grocery, gas.
Okay. Let me say this, Miss Tangela. I want to make sure, because I don't know if Jaffe know who you talking.
Say this one thing, bro. Let me say this.
Go
Let
ahead,
me just
go
say
ahead.
one thing.
Go
Go to hell. He talking about Tangela tasted her first defeat. Go to hell.
Jaffe, Miss Tangela that's speaking right now, she is actually boots on the ground with the Democratic Party. So she's been fighting for the state of Florida, right? Is that correct, Miss Tangela?
For over 30 years.
Working with the Democratic Party and working closely
And I
with
like
the
them.
campaign.
I don't like my party. My party, this is the problem with my party. My party is still doing elections from 1980. That's from my mama and my grandma and them generation. That just don't work in 2024. You want to go out and get celebrities. You want to go out and get elected officials to say they endorsed you. You want to go out and get the pastors. That don't work. I asked one guy, how are you reaching the people? He say through the churches. Everybody don't go to church.
Miss Tangela, that was gonna be my question to you. And you hit some great things. For you to have put blood, sweat, and tears into these elections. I was gonna ask you, how did you feel the campaign was ran? And you're speaking on those, you're touching on those sentiments.
Horrible, because what happened is we black consultants is what they want to do is they want to pay us, but they don't want to hear us. One of the things you can't do, I know my community. When it comes to Miami-Dade County, you can't touch me in Miami-Dade County. So when you come in my community and you have your plans, that may not connect with my community. But remember, when when the Democratic Party come in, number one, let's just be real. You only hear about and see the Democratic Party every 2 to 4 years as a governor election or as a president election. If you don't have a presence in my community, you cannot capture the votes.
Come on. So is it fair to say that the Democratic Party is losing touch with the average voter?
Yep.
The Democrats have been lost touch with the average the average voter. Because remember, let's just think for 1 minute. Back in the days, let's think about our parents. They went through a lot of things that we did not go through. Racist things, we didn't experience a lot of those things. So there was a time where they was all united. Our generation, I mean, from the 90s up to now, we're not united like that. So therefore, we don't have, because we didn't experience a lot of things that they experienced. And we don't trust nobody. We don't trust Democrats. We don't trust Republicans, because at the end of the day, none of them do nothing for us, and we only see them every 2 to 4 years when it's a governor race or a presidential race. That is a problem. When you only out here every 2 to 4 years, you don't even know what the issues are in our problems. So you ran on abortion when abortion is not the only issue that we deal with. What about rent?
Come on. Now I want to ask everybody that's on this panel before we, because I don't want to keep y'all, but I want to ask everybody, how do you feel about identity politics? How do you feel? Start with you, Miss Shawn.
Are you talking about in reference to
And how
what you
she ran her campaign. Do y'all feel that the
she
identity?
targeted she definitely targeted a certain type of community. She targeted and she made, in my opinion, she made that the base of her campaign. And this is what I was saying, that go back when I first came on, off just a subject, just a little bit, first came on. When these politicians come in, the first thing they want to do, oh, we got to target the Black community. We got to get the Black voters. So let's go after the high profile celebrities. It would have been great if Kamala would have, instead of trying to target LGBT community, she could have went after just the working class community. Don't matter if they're LGBT, white, Black, no matter what gender they were. If she would have just went after them, go in your average community and pull out a teacher. Go in your average community and pull out a business owner. Don't go and pay these high profile people that you only hear them speaking about politics when it's time to have election. What about throughout the community, throughout those years? She should have targeted the average working class community, and she probably could have pulled Trump voters. If she would have did that, she probably could have pulled them if she would have targeted the correct type of community, which is, what's the biggest community in the world? The middle class working community. If she would have targeted that, she probably would have had a chance than just targeting a certain type of gender or a certain type of identity community. I felt like that's where she went wrong. She should have went for the average working class and pulled the average working person, or went there and talked to them and had them speak to the people. If she can get them, and no matter what color they are, don't just target a Black celebrity. Why not a white person? Let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this real quick. I know y'all know Dr. Phil, right? He's a protege of Oprah. Dr. Phil said that, okay, he didn't want to tell us who he voted for, but in the past he's voted for Trump.
Trump.
Yeah, but this year, for whatever reason, he wanted to speak for Kamala. He said he reached out to Kamala's campaign. Kamala's campaign turned him down. This was Dr. Phil. Turned him, you know how many people he could have pulled? Turned him down. Told him no. Now you can look that up for yourself. You can Google that.
They turned down a lot of people.
They
weren't the only one. They turned down a lot of people.
You're right. Yes. A lot of people.
And that's what I'm saying. She didn't target the right people to work on her behalf. She targeted the wrong community. I'm not saying that nothing's wrong with Kamala. I'm not a Trump supporter. Let's get that straight. I'm not anybody's supporter at this point. But I'm just saying she could have worked if she would have changed her targeted community. That's what it would work for her.
Girl, you spoke a mouthful. Miss Love, come on, follow up behind Sean. What you got on? What you got on your campaign, Miss Love?
I totally agree with what Miss Sharon was saying. I feel like Kamala stepped in the ring like she was the champion, and she targeted a certain community as if they was the majority.
The sororities.
And she targeted a certain people as if they was the majority. And like Ms. Shawn said, that the middle class people are the majority. So she got the vote that she was asking for.
So I just want to piggyback off what she's saying.
Go ahead.
Because I hear about middle class a lot. But the reason, and I support middle class. I mean, we work every day and we make money and all that. But the reason we lose our elections is because of the people that just don't care and feel like politics is a game and they only see them every 2 to 4 years. So middle class is great, but you cannot listen. Let me just say this: an attorney that finished school, go work into the state attorney's office or a public defender's office, they really only make like $33,000 a year. That's no money. That's not the middle class. So
they
you have
they're poor class. That's
right.
The middle.
So my thing with Kamala, and I kept saying this to the campaign, middle class is great. But the reason we lose is because we forget to discuss the poor people, the people that's making under that. That becomes a problem, even with me, because I'm fighting for these people every day, but
Every
they
day.
They
don't
don't
feel
have a
they have
party.
a voice,
Hey,
and,
hey,
and nobody's talking about their
hey.
issues, so they
That's
decide not to rule.
the poor class doesn't have a party in reality. They lean Democratic, right? But they don't
Right.
actually have a party. They don't have representation in Washington D.C. The poor class don't actually have no kind of representation. Middle class, you got to make a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? You got lower middle, and then you got upper middle class. But the poor people, they don't got nobody, man. They
And
are the throwaways of the world, and I come from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I know what it feels like to not have no kind of representation. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to speak for you, the issues that you going through in life. I ain't living like that no more, but it's just it's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I just wanted to add this. Yo, when Megan Thee Stallion came out there twerking, man.
Come on.
Listen, the disrespect, black women should have got so mad, right? Y'all should have been speaking. Going, I mean, it pissed me off, right? Because I felt like, so that's what y'all think of our women. See, that just
right,
shows you inside the mind of the people running that campaign, Kamala included. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It
Come
shows
on.
you what they think about us. You know what I'm saying? That's what they think our representation is. They say, okay, we'll just go ahead and get a few hip hoppers and stuff like that. That's probably how they called it too. A few hip hopper rappers and stuff. They come out and do a little dance, and then we'll easily have their vote because they always got our vote. So now let me add one more thing to this. You got all these illegal immigrants coming in the country, right? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So in a minute, right? If they are allowed to get this plan to work for them, where they have all these illegal people come in the country and they allowed to cast a vote in some kind of way, listen, you're gonna really see a bad day. We ain't gonna see them every 2 to 4 years because they gonna have a replacement party for y'all for our people in a minute.
So y'all know Luther Campbell, Uncle Luke. That's one of my best friends, and
I love
one
Luke, love him.
Yeah.
one of the things he put on my page, because I'm about to give him my Facebook page, because every minute he's posting something on there. But one of the things he said to me, um, all the elections was lost. They were all lost, and those are some of the things he said. They are not addressing the issues that affect the everyday ordinary people. So we are
That's
mad
right.
after every
Mhm.
election because so many people didn't vote. But what did you do? Different from Obama. If y'all remember, Obama was his own organizer. He was an organizer already. So therefore, when the party came in to support him, because remember, they didn't support him through the primaries, they supported Hillary Clinton. But when he became the nominee, he still ran his own thing where he had people out here on these grounds. He had boots on the grounds. I mean,
Grassroots.
I'm just sorry. Kamala had no, and I worked for her. I'm sorry to say it, but it was taken for granted. Sometimes I feel that the Democratic people, because at the top, it's all white people. Nothing against them, because I love white people. I have
Yep.
best friends as white people, but it's all white people, and it's still older people from the past. And unfortunately, a lot of things that's being fed to these candidates, it's not working. I ran a gubernatorial candidate about 2 years ago. He had no money in Florida, no money. He was running against a rich white man. And you know what? I won my primary without no money.
Wow.
When it got to the Democratic Party and they got involved because he was the governor, I lost.
Girl, well, Miss Tangela, you speaking to the heart of America. And I mean literally to the black community. I just believe this, y'all. We're not where we were in 1990 90s and the early 2000s. We are 24 years into this new millennium. There's no way that we're still trying to run with a Democratic Party that's flawed to the working class. I just
They
don't understand it.
they are flowing. That's why when we was going through all that stuff, and I would call you and I would call Miss White. The sad thing, I'm gonna tell you what's really hurting me right now. I couldn't get YouTube content creators to discuss the election. But now every day there's a discussion of the election.
Come on, Miss Tangela. Now, come on, don't do me like that, Miss Tangela, because we started on D-Ham,
Oh yeah,
on your D-Ham
Tangela,
business.
we said D-Ham, Tangela going in now.
But let me say this, because I got so much I want to talk to y'all about, and I know y'all got to go. But Miss Tangela, basically what you just said is a mouthful. Nobody wanted to talk about the election, right? Until now.
We want to stay in Vegas. I mean, and it's not just this Vegas, so many others. We want to stay into that when this is our future, man. This is not just our future. These are our children, our grandchildren's future, and we just have to get serious about these things. The people that you vote in, they make all decisions on your life, on your jobs, on your finances, on your housing. I mean, it is just so important that we as Black, it's enough of us, but the problem is, like, for instance, I live in Miami-Dade County.
Yeah.
In Miami-Dade County, every Hispanic Republican won. Something's wrong with that.
You said what now?
Every Hispanic Republican won. Okay?
Every Hispanic Republican. Okay, I got you.
Every Hispanic. DM, I don't know if you see my YouTube, but me and Luke deal with a lot of this stuff on YouTube. You go over there. I'm going to send you some things today because I got your number. I'm going to send you some things where you can see Democrat, we as Black, let me say this to y'all. The Cuban, I'm in Miami, so you know we got a whole different ethnical thing here. The Cubans come together, they get together. They went with Trump. The Haitians, he told them they ate cats and dogs. They still voted for him. African Americans, we are the only ones that's loyal to the party, but the problem is we are divided.
Party ain't loyal.
We divided.
Miss Tangela, I can tell you this. I was in Florida one primary time. I was in Florida and I was at a watch party with the actual person that was running. I don't know if they're running for a Congress seat or something like that nature. They were all in this. We were at this wing bar because I was there to get some food, and I didn't realize that the actual person that was running, all of her supporters, they were all grouped up in this bar watching the election play out. And the Hispanics, I'm telling you, you'd be surprised at the Hispanics who are literally running for all of these different
D-Ham, you come to Miami, so you're aware of that, you know. You're aware, I mean, in Miami, you know, we can't even get a job now unless we speak Creole or we have Spanish language. And so a lot of people supported Trump on that issue as well, because most of our kids, including mine that I lost to gun violence, most of our kids, they leave, they go to college, and they decide to stay or move somewhere else because they don't feel they have an opportunity. So a lot of people supported Trump on a lot of those things. We need to deal with reality. I don't know what's wrong with my party. A part of me wanted to go independent, but I want to vote in every election, so I won't go independent. But they just have to come down a notch to be able to connect with the real people. One of the things I told Kamala the other day, I said to her, I said, you know, I've gone places with you. I've gone places with leaders throughout this nation. And that's one room. But then I'm connected in my community. So when I go out to the stores, some of those guys, some people may look down on because they're out there playing dominoes, they drinking their beer, but they actually work every day, all day. They just come out there to do these things. But I've learned so much from them, but they feel excluded. We are mad because we lose every election, but we lose in elections because we're not dealing with everyday issues, the groceries, the housing, even rent. There needs to be something put on where people that rent, because I have a home that I own, but I haven't been able to stay in there ever since I lost my son. So I rent another place in a gated community. However, the rent goes up every single year when it's time for you to renew your lease.
Yes, it does.
There is something
Yes,
needs
it
to be
does.
in place
Come
that
on, girl.
stops that because our salary is not going on, but the cost of living is going on. Since reality, I don't care whether it's Democrat, Republic, it doesn't matter. We have to deal with these issues, and I believe through this social media thing that we have, we can take control of this party. One of the things my congresswoman used to tell me, stop complaining to me if you're not getting involved with it.
Come
So
on.
I'm advising everybody, all us, get involved and take control and take advantage of this party because none of us are involved. There's no black people at the table.
Nope. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you one other. Let me add to that. We don't lobby for our interests either.
And
We don't
guess what?
lobby candidates.
You say that, baby, because guess what? I'm a lobbyist and I have gotten my bills passed by a lot of Republicans from lobbyists. So you are absolutely right. We don't know nothing about lobbying. I had a group say the other day, oh, we're going to start going to Tallahassee in general in January because they're going to be dealing with bills. Well, that's dumb to me. You need to go in November when they're making the decision of the bills that's going to be on the floor. We have to sacrifice. And if you're working, you can still text your elected official. You can call your elected official office. But they go in, and I'm gonna just talk about Democrats and our Democratic elected officials, whether it's in the state, the House, statewide or local. A lot of times, you all don't see what they're doing, but they pushing for so to be the house leader or to be the whip or for positions and things, and they know we as black people don't pay attention to anything they doing. Let's get involved. I've been telling you forever. And since we started talking, my brother, I've been
Yes.
saying to you, we can take control of this, but we don't take control of it because we're not involved. Everybody may not be involved with everything, but somebody can be there to say something on our behalf,
I'm
and
with
that
you.
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm with you
They
with
start
that, Angela.
they start at the 9th hour.
Right.
I'm
They
with you
start
on
at
that.
the 9th hour.
I think that Miss Kangela, what basically what you speaking to is instead of abandoning the Democratic Party, it's time to
Take
become
control.
the voice of re-innovating and becoming more innovative with the ideas that resonates with voters.
That's
And
right.
start
And what
now.
you all, YouTube, my YouTube family, because I love y'all. I talk about y'all all the time. Y'all have no idea. I talk about y'all so much even throughout this campaign and our campaign meetings. Because one of the things I love about YouTube, well, Facebook, it's a lot of family, friends, a lot of people that know me, a lot of people I've helped them throughout the community. But when it comes to YouTube, I'm dealing with people throughout the nation. Listen, I want to come up with a plan. And I'm holding you to this, Deanne. I'm
Okay.
taking you away from all this other mess and this saying and all this. And you know, I've been saying that to you for months.
Right.
We need to come up with a plan, and people in different areas go get involved with that Democratic party. We need to be a voice in there. We are not in there. Black people are not in the room. Even black elected officials are not engaged in the Democratic Party, believe it or not. But we have to take control because now I think back to one of my mentors that's dead. When I complained about the Democratic Party, she said, I don't want to hear it if you're not going over there to get involved to do something about it.
Come on.
That's what we need to do.
Well, Taylor, I'm gonna tell you one better. We got Joffrey the Great up here. I mean, it you can tell.
Follow me, and I need to find you to follow you because
Yeah.
I'm looking for him. I can't find him.
Yeah, we are two working men that believes I don't think nobody up here on that grabbed this link today is a Trump supporter. But what we're looking for is a economy that works. That's what we're looking for.
And don't forget this. And
That's it.
DT, my baby brother DT, he always brings this to my attention. Your local elections are extremely
That's it.
That's
Come
more
on.
important than your presidential election, believe it or not. Even though y'all turned out in droves for the president and the governor and stuff, but your local elections are extremely, and your state, because remember, Every year, July 1st, your state create bills that goes out and affect you. I just want to create a forum where I can educate people, discuss people. I want people like Miss White. I want people that's engaged with this so that we can, so that in the next 2 years, even though it's not a presidential election, you all are going to be going through a lot of gubernatorial elections. So we need to, from this platform right here, we can be creative. And there's so many people from different places that we can go out and we can get involved and we can take control of this.
Correct. I'm with you.
Hey,
Anybody
listen,
got?
yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
getting
ahead.
ready. Listen, it was nice talking to all of y'all. I appreciate it. This was a very great discussion. I'm gonna have to drop down. But anyway, yeah, I agree with all y'all. This was a very great discussion. These discussions like this, I really, really appreciate, and I can learn a lot. So whatever you need from me, Tangela, you got me. So, but
Would you,
anyway,
are you following me, sis?
yeah, remember we're on Facebook together. We are on, yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
on, are you on my Facebook Messenger?
Say it again.
Tangela L. Go to my Facebook, send me a thing, because this week I really want to do a platform to bring all of us in. Because I want to bring all of us in
Okay.
to in your different states, where we get involved and we take control of this to whoever our next president is. And we have to hold them accountable too. We have to ask them for questions. I remember my mentor when Obama won, and some of the black guys got upset with him about something. And my mentor said to me, "Don't bring that to me. You all voted for him, and you just wanted to vote black. So whether it's black, blue, white, or green, we need to hold their feet to the fire."
Come on.
That's right.
You got me, y'all. I'm gonna have to go, but it
Thanks,
was
Miss
nice
Shaw.
talking to all of y'all. I'll talk to y'all
Thanks,
later.
Miss Shaw. Thank you
All right,
so much for gracing my platform. Thank you so much.
no problem. Anytime.
Miss Love, you have anything else you want to say?
No, I gotta go too, but I really enjoyed this. I'm sorry, y'all. I really enjoyed the panel, and it's something that needs to be discussed. And I agree with Miss Tangela. It needs to start now. You can't wait to the ninth hour.
Come on.
To go out and start researching and stepping up and trying to educate one another. And YouTube is a big place to start. You got so many, and I noticed like this year I didn't hardly see no content creators talking about the election. All
Okay.
you saw was drama stuff throughout the whole
Drama,
different
drama,
trials,
drama.
the YSL trial, the this trial, the this saga.
Right.
I saw hardly no election. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about the election on YouTube.
Absolutely.
So I believe it needs to start
Well,
now.
well, Miss Love, I loved your input. I love the fact that you and Jaffe were able to have difference of opinion and respectable, and y'all were able to we can all learn from each other. One
We
thing I
sure
do
can.
want to ask you, as a woman, with the identity politics that you saw, were you insulted at any time?
Absolutely. I was upset.
Okay.
I can't,
I'm
I
sure,
can't,
but I want
I
to know
can't
from
argue
her.
with the truth
Why was you upset? Because that's going to help me. Because let me tell you
because
something. I only fight for my people, and so I need to know what is it that your issue. Because I am at the table, and so
because
I take my people issues to the table, but I just need my people support.
I'm a 53-year-old grandmother. I have a 23-year-old daughter. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have kids. My son have kids, but my daughter, I didn't raise her. You know what I'm saying? I thank God she's a good girl. Praise the Lord. I don't have no issues with either one of my adult children. But I don't think it was an accurate representation of women. And I don't know who was up here before. Oh, I think it was you, DM, that said, you have a lot of women that's not even of childbearing age that is saying my body, my rights.
Yeah.
And I think we all have free will. We can all make decisions. So I don't really, honestly, I don't think a campaign should be ran on something like that. I think that just, and I agree, like what Jaffe said, as far as the poor community, You know, you have all these different people that have been left out, and nobody is filling in the gaps of where the focus need to be. Focusing on abortion when that is an individual choice that you make, and that's between you and
Your
God.
God. Your
You know what I'm
God.
saying? That's your personal decision. That's your free will. So why is that even being a topic of an election? Is what I don't get.
But can I say this? Can I say this? So, as a political consultant, I know people say I talk too much, but I don't care because I want Black people to be educated. So, what happens during an election? Let me just explain to you. What happens is they target the the precincts throughout the nation that have the heaviest voters. Let me just say this to you all. It don't matter how you vote. If you get your community numbers up in Black precincts, there's not a vote. We don't vote. You ever hear? So, me being a political consultant is very difficult because I'm an advocate and I love my community. But a political consultant, they always say to me, "Oh, Tim, why you be on YouTube? Why you be on Facebook?" They say that because I believe in educating people.
Right.
They want to make their money. Be okay no matter what. Because you know what? I'm a work. So I want to be okay. But it's so important that, see, this is something you can do and lead right now, DM.
Uh-huh.
Because in a year, let me just say this right now, not a year. Right now, all Republican governors are raising money so that they can be elected in the next 2 years. If we get on one accord, we can take control of whatever state it is. Because we want to make sure that Black people, their issues, their concerns are at the forefront. It's not at the forefront because, number one, as a consultant, when I go and I look at my candidate and I have to direct them where to go, a lot of times it's not the Black community because the numbers are not there. So it's a difference from being an advocate and being a consultant. As a consultant, our job is to make sure they win. And in making sure they win, we study precincts. I don't know where Miss White is, but
Yeah,
she
I see her
can
in the chat. I got her highlighted. I'm gonna probably
she
drop the
would
link in the
understand
short.
everything that I'm saying because she works in the elections department, and we go get all the information from the elections department to make sure that we reach these Democrats. You know, that's one thing. But DeHam, and
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
been saying this to you for about 7 months. We need to take control so that we have control of these candidates that's coming out. It's not this celebrity thing, this elections, the people that's elected endorsements, it
Yep.
don't work anymore. You got to be able to reach this generation that exists now, and nobody have concerns about this generation, and that's why they where they at right now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give everybody the opportunity who wants to drop down to say their last words. Because I know once I let Miss White up, Miss Tangela, Miss White, they can go now.
Can I ask Miss Tangela a
Go
question
ahead.
real quick to him?
Go ahead.
Miss
Sure.
Tangela, so do you
Yes,
think,
ma'am.
because I
Hey, I
remember when
your
President
name
Obama,
is this that I'm talking to so I can make sure that
That's
I'm
Miss Love.
following.
this Miss
Huh?
Love, this Miss Love.
MZLOVE?
Yes, yeah, MZLOVE.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow me today, please, Tangela Sears. I think it's him, Tangela L now. But follow me today so we can communicate because I would like you to be a part of these discussions because they have to start now. But what's your
Yeah.
question?
So do you think that, so I remember when Obama ran and he started like the grassroots.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that his way of campaigning was, do you think that they didn't focus on his way of campaigning? Because I think the way he campaigned was amazing.
Well, Obama was an organizer.
Mm-hmm.
And because he was an organizer, he organized, because remember, the party was with Hillary.
Yeah.
So he organized all across the state. But even when the Democrats got involved, he continued to organize his own thing. And so, therefore, he was able to reach a lot of the community. Kamala failed up under the Democratic Party. She did not have her own plan. And that's what hurt us.
That's what hurt us. I just feel like they need to. I just feel like they lost sight of how he ran. I think they should have took corners, to be honest, with how he ran his campaign.
I agree because Obama went. Listen, my congresswoman, this is so funny because my congresswoman used to call me every week and be like, "Come go with me. I'm going to this with Obama." And I used to be like, "Well, what? I'm not going with you. You don't have a chance." Because you listen, I know a lot of people come on social media now and say, "I've been with Obama from the beginning." But the truth is, a lot of us thought that Hillary would be the person, because she had more name recognition. Her husband had been president. So we didn't agree with it. But the man won because the man basically organized his own campaign in the Black community throughout the state of Florida. He did not depend on the Democratic Party. And that's why we end up with him for 2 years. So it's no such thing as we can't do it.
Yeah, because he got his funding from the people.
Right. All his funding came from the people.
Obama also, we can't forget now. We definitely can't forget that Obama came up there, and they had a representation of a wholesome Black family, and that's what they should have stuck with too.
Come on, Jaffe, you talking that?
Yeah.
That's what they look like. It
Let's
look
look
good.
at
It look good to see. It look good to see. It look good to see us now. The real us. You know what I'm saying? Up there. Hey. Not some old makeshift somebody up there faking their accent to sound like they one of us and all that.
Come on, Jaffe.
You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, they can say Obama was mixed. But let me just tell you one thing about Obama. Obama had a Black wife like me.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. When we seen that, we were like, all right.
Obama
First,
hit the ground running. He hit the ground running. Go ahead, Josh.
People was with Hillary. People was with Hillary because they felt like Bill was the closest thing to a Black man they seen.
And I was with Bill. I mean with Hillary. And now for some reason I can't stand Hillary.
Hey, look, listen. But when they seen the real deal pull up, the real deal, you know what I'm saying? They seen that Black woman beside the guy. They were like, oh boy, he at the top of the game. Ain't he with it? Okay, that's a great representation.
Michelle LeBon, let me tell y'all something. Michelle would have ran.
I think she probably would have put the smoke on Trump.
She never want nothing to do with that White House again.
But
if she would have ran, we definitely would have because that's I wish.
But their message is out of touch. Michelle's message today in today's time is I heard her talking about embryos and all of this. Like
it's affecting us because of this homosexual thing, and I even had to tell some Black men. You never heard Kamala talk about the homosexual thing. That was Michelle's issue. But
it's not good.
Kamala got caught up in it because a lot of Black men, Black gay people think every Black man is a gay man. But that's not true. Every Black man is not a gay man.
Hell no. I don't mean no harm to nobody that is, but ain't no damn way.
Yeah, is every Black man a gay man? Y'all been behind the scenes. Is it something that we don't know about?
That's the whole reason for this live today. It was really to highlight that there is some men that are not Trump supporters, but we believe in the tradition of family. We believe in the fact that we see more than just our women twerking. We see more than our kids just aborting children. We see more than that type of stuff.
I'll tell you one thing I did see Trump get up there and say he already was talking about, and it sounds good to me. He said, look, when I step in the spot, when I pull up, Listen, all that going that changing your what your organs is, the kids in the school, we putting the ban on that right now. That's got to go. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no my kids ain't no kid going to school. That is child abuse. We ain't doing that. I said, okay, I like that. That sounds good to me.
You know what? It's amazing that you say that because
I agree with
man
that.
called me. My man reached out to me and he was like, "Babe, see what Trump doing?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I haven't been paying attention." But he is another one, because I work with Kamala. He, um,
Yeah, I'm live right
connected with her and supported her. But exactly what you just said, I had to really battle him with a lot of that stuff. And even now that we have lost, he was just happy with the some of the things that Trump said that he was gonna do. Everybody may love Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne is a friend of mine. I mean, he come out of the Miami Heat. I've worked with him, I've done things with him, but a lot of people are very angry about those situations.
Girl, you about to go somewhere else, Tanger, but before
Mm-hmm.
hold on. I got my son
Miss
and one of
Colangela,
his
you in
best.
a whole nother live.
Hold on. I got my son and his best friend just pulled up to my house in the studio. Say hello to Dom and Cam.
What's
Hey,
going on? What's going on, bro?
nephews,
Hello,
hey, my
gentlemen.
nephews.
Yeah.
Hello, young man.
They like my podcast, y'all.
Your aunties and your uncles, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking to Jaffe the Great, Miss Tangela Sears out of Miami, and then you have Miss Love up here. So and everybody in the chat.
You know everybody want to come to Miami.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, I'll be down. You go get the game on. Whichever game I
hey, Miss Tangela, can you do me one huge favor, right? I
Yes,
need
are you following me? Because I definitely want you to follow me.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you. I promise you.
Okay.
Listen, listen. You say you're friends with Luke.
That's my best friend. I talk to him every
Listen,
single day.
tell him that if nobody else want to see it, he gonna have one viewer. If he get a podcast, I need him to get a podcast ASAP. He need a podcast.
He's been going viral lately, Jaffe.
He do have a podcast, and if you go to Twitter, well, yesterday I just kept bothering him in Twitter because he in that football stuff too, and UM was losing. I don't like UM, so I just kept putting laughters in his thing. But Tangela L, if you come to my Facebook, you'll be able to connect with Luke directly. Luke is not the type of person that's like some of these celebrities and don't talk or anything. Even sometimes I'm on the phone with Luke and somebody call me, I press the max and bring them right in with him because he communicate with people. I'll tell you, and I'm going to tell a story because I'm like in a situation. So when Kamala was running 4 years ago, Luke wrote this ass article on her. And I'm gonna send this to him. DM, I'm sending your page to him so he can see me talking about him.
Yeah. I'm
This
gonna
damn
drop it in the
ugly
chat.
article on Kamala because Kamala had put a lot of people in jail, being a U.S. attorney, which I can tell you, I represent my state attorney in Miami-Dade County, and it is difficult running for another position after you have, put people in jail. But Luke met with her. My congresswoman called me, asked me to set up a meeting with them. They set up a meeting, and Luke fell in love with her. He left me out there against her. He fell in love with her.
Right.
And so, but he lost that election. In 30 years, Luke had won one election against me, and that was the sheriff this year. And that's because, so it's mixed. It's mixed emotions because I lost my chef race because of the immigrants that's here in Florida. Florida is full of Cubans. Blacks can't even get a position anymore.
Right.
The Haitians are very united. We love them. We fought for them, but they fight for themselves. And so we lose a lot of elections here in Florida. I know some of y'all may love let them into the coming from the immigration. But let me just say this to you. My son was a Black young man that went to FAMU to college, finished college. Him and a young lady met each other. He wanted to be with her for the rest of his life. They got together. He stayed in Tallahassee, and he was killed. So, and he was, and I only said that to say this. because a lot of our kids go to college and they decide not to come back to Florida because you got to speak Spanish, you got to speak Creole. So there was a lot of people supported Trump that lived in these areas to give Black people back their positions.
Mm. So you saying that people voted for Trump?
If you live in an area where, like for instance, here in Miami, and I think I said this to you before, DM, if you live in Miami, the truth is Cubans come in, they get over here, they give them money, they give them a house, they give them, everything. Haitians, they send back home. But unfortunately, the Cubans and the Haitians end up going with the Republicans. We as Democrats, African Americans, Black Americans, whatever you want to call yourself, we are the only ones that's loyal to a party.
That's why I'm now independent. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
I'm independent
very
too,
much
man.
independent.
I wanted to be independent, but let me tell you what stopped me. You can't vote in every election. I want to have a voice in every election.
Well, my thing, I haven't changed my status because I still fight. I still believe in the Democratic party because everybody ain't in the same tax bracket. I still got loved ones and family that ain't in my tax bracket, so I still care about anybody who's on SSI, maybe going through what you call it when you unhealthy or whatever. What's that I'm talking about? Disability. When you get disability in all of these different programs, I believe in those programs, but I don't believe that you can just take advantage of the working class citizen.
Right.
I don't believe in that. I believe in actually embracing it.
So let me ask you, are you committed, and everybody that's on this panel? Because one of the things I love about YouTube, we're all around, state to state. Are we committed to getting Black people to get involved with that party? We can take control of that party, but we can't take control of that party if we don't get involved.
Yes.
I'm definitely gonna get involved.
Absolutely.
I think this is.
I say more so get involved with an agenda.
Come
on. Oh, I agree with you. I agree. I mean, that's we can start chats, we can go private, and we can create, and that we are a voice in every part of the state, making sure that these issues, and even if there's times we have to come together as a whole, but there's something we have to do because they take advantage of us.
Come on.
Yes.
So Joffy, if you follow Miss Tangela, you're gonna see that she be posting at the part. She's well connected with all the people that's running and supporting the parties, and she's definitely connected with Luke. She's connected directly with Luke and everything.
I represent a lot of candidates. I represent my congressional leader here. I don't represent my U.S. Senate attorney here, but he's a Republican. But I will say this to you, and I'll probably get in trouble if somebody find this, but I'm gonna still say it. I think he's getting ready to be appointed in a big position with Trump, but at the same time, he made sure that we got Black people in the federal government as judges. You have to learn how to work with the old school Republicans. These are new school Republicans under Trump, and old school Republicans and the Democrat and new school Republicans, they don't connect. But if we can connect, we come up with an agenda and we put that thing out there. Next 2 years, in all of your states, you'll be dealing with a gubernatorial election. They are already working. They are already meeting. If we do these things, we can begin to get what we want. For some reason, we as African Americans, even as I look at YouTube, it's painful to see Black people just hitting each other, attacking each other, threatening each other, calling all these people on each other to get these people in trouble. But if we connect, they know we disconnected, and because they know we're disconnected, one of the things you all don't know in politics, they will contact that person and pay that person to keep them disconnected from you. We have to connect it, be loyal to one another, and go into all of our states and get involved with our Democratic parties to demand what we want. If they see that going on across the board, trust me, we can make a difference.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I think you definitely got me on it, Miss Kayla. If I slipped up and didn't further, go live and really keep a focus on this election, that I dropped the ball there. So I apologize, but I do know that this election it's bringing out, it's waking people up. Put it that way. It's definitely got me woke.
I just ain't want to. I didn't want to be involved. I stepped back from the whole YouTube thing, man. Just so happens today I picked up my phone when I went on my YouTube. I've been following what's been going on, politically. You know what I'm saying? And I like boxing and stuff. I stepped away from that whole how we met. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it, man. It's over for me.
That's over.
I'm too intelligent to continue to involve myself in something that doesn't represent who I really am. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So this right here is more up my alley. You know what I'm saying? I care about my people. You know what I'm saying? More than anything in this world. And getting us to the next level in some type of way. I'm all for this right here. But this right here is a conversation for grown folks.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Joppy. It's a blessing that you even came in the chat and then chose to grab my link on this type of conversation, because now we're gonna see what people really about. Are you about family? Are you about being uplifting your women up, and the women supporting women for the right reasons? What are we doing with our voice? What are we doing with our platform? Are we comfortable with seeing 400 or 500 people because you cussing somebody out? Or are we really concerned about our community? And we really concerned about our rights? What are we talking about? So I'm for this right here. I'm telling you, I'm definitely for this. Thank you, Miss Love. Everybody that chose to come, but I'm still gonna raise my voice up.
So DT, let me ask you this, because
you see what DT said.
DT, not DT. I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know why I mean you.
Go ahead.
So there's many times that we said, I know sometimes you get distracted and you go backwards.
She talking about me. She talking about me, Joppy.
I'm just talking about right now.
Go ahead.
So I'm just saying, we've been in a saga. We've been involved with all these different things. And it's not a problem addressing those different things, but we have to become committed, like the white people, like the Cuban people, like the Haitians, all these people that came out of the country. They got all this power now. Where are we gonna go? And everybody that's in the chat, you can answer this. And I want you all to follow me. The question is, where are we going to go in terms of making sure that we unite? We can have our problems, we can have our issues.
Yeah.
But what you all don't know politically is they use that and they divide us.
Facts. Facts. They want the black sister to be mad at the black man right now. If you go to any platform, The View and all of this other stuff, they want y'all mad at us because they don't care about the black family structure.
Nobody cares. Nobody respects it. We don't get. It's just. It's crazy. It's almost like it's an agenda for us not to what's the word? Not to reproduce with each other or something. It's like it's an agenda going on here.
It is.
And I've never seen, it's like, and then they ran not to get off the topic, right? But they ran this campaign. Ultimately, at its core, it's us up here fighting for the right to unalive our offspring. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
It's sad, bro. Now that is sad.
my issue, one of my biggest issues is that people don't people don't bring about awareness for change more than humiliation.
Oh wow, that's
You know
say
what
that
I'm
again. Say
saying?
that one more time,
A
Miss Love.
lot of people like to bring to humiliate when they don't agree instead of speaking up to bring about change. And that's my biggest problem with people. Like, I don't have to agree with you, but at the same time, I don't want to humiliate you. Because if I feel like my views or what I believe is right, or if you're doing something, no, not so much as what I'm doing is right, or if I believe that how you're conducting yourself is wrong, my main thing is to bring about change and not humiliation. And I think that's where a lot of people like me going through this past year, 2024, and on social media, especially the situation that brought all of us to this panel.
Right.
I've seen a lot of that.
Wow.
Of tearing down and humiliating instead of building up and
Right.
educating.
She's absolutely correct. And the sad thing is, I even told my friend guy the day after the election, it kind of bothered me because I came out here a lot to deal with the politics. A lot of people just was not interested in that because they want to attack one another.
Right.
The problem is, I was hurt because here we in the middle of election. It's not even important, but the day after election, every content creator talks about the election.
Yep. They're reporting it because what's glaring, Miss Miss Tangela, and I'm gonna let Jaffe say something. But what's very glaring is that they wanted to almost play on y'all and everybody's intelligence and not let you understand, hey, I support what I'm convicted to support. Not based on if I'm a woman, I should support you. Not based on, or if I'm a black man, so I should support the black woman. Or I don't think nobody wanted to just go a different direction with their vote to say, hey, because you're a woman. I think people are looking at how are you presenting this? What are you saying? How does it relate to me and resonate to my family? How does it trickle down to my pocketbook? What's going on? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
People need to realize I can't pull you in if I'm tearing you down.
Come on. But right now, the trending thing now is black women are about to lose their mind. Talking about the one girl, I think somebody was reporting talking about the woman with the bonnet. You go YouTube, you talking about leaving the country.
Yeah. She going crazy. You talking about the girl that said black men don't when they unaliving y'all and all that? You talking about her? Yeah, man. I said, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
Not too much on the black man. I love my black men now.
No, hey, look. Now I ain't gonna front. Now it's like a divided thing going on there with that.
Sis, we have to cuss our black men out, but yeah, we do love them.
Yes,
vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
What you say, Jaffe? What you about to say?
I said, I seen some black women was when Obama made that move. I was seeing a couple of black women like, hold on now, Obama, now. Not too heavy on the black men, as if they don't owe you nothing. They can vote whatever they want to vote for. Basically saying, what did you do for us? Let's talk about you for a second here, buddy. They put him on they put him up there for a second and you know had to break him down for a second.
I think this election was Jaffe. I think we where Obama came in at was dead wrong because you know how elevated we are above misogyny. We ain't thinking
above us.
We ain't thinking about being misogynistic right now. We're thinking about the economy as black men.
Right. They too above. Their issues don't connect with our issues. Like I said, I had a congressional race 2 years ago and everything was abortion. And black people actually showed them, not that we don't care about it, but that was not their issue.
No,
he was wrong to try to come in and scold the black man to try to make it look like the only reason why Kamala wouldn't get our vote is because we're misogynistic. He's wrong
Yeah,
for,
yeah, he
for
did that. He
presenting
did
that
that.
to any man, especially black men. Like you
And
can't
most
come
of the
in
black men that
and pull
voted
out a
for
whip and
her.
whip us with that. You can't do that. That was
My
sick.
thing is, why y'all only talking to black men? Is we the only men in the country? Why do we owe? Why do we owe it to one party or another? Why can't we just vote whatever our interest is? They feel like they own us, man. As if, you know what I'm saying? We are owned by the Democratic Party.
It is exactly
Cause your
what
mama
Miss
said so.
Love just said. It's a humiliation tactic. It is to
Yep.
humiliate the black man and to make him feel like he's a chump or a punk because he ain't standing fully behind a woman that every man like Ricky Smiley and D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey, these men that already they out of our tax bracket, they out of touch with our reality. They don't understand what we're going through. And of course, they'll get up there and be a mouthpiece for Kamala because guess what? They want direct connection to the White House. They want to be invited to all the White House parties. We ain't gonna get that luxury. So why are
That's a
y'all
fact.
speaking for us when you don't resonate with me as a black man? Y'all been out of touch. A lot of them been at the Diddy party. We ain't at the Diddy party.
So that's the same thing. That's the same thing.
It's the after party of the Diddy party.
But that's the same thing I was saying to you, bro. When I talked about the Democrats, they are lost because remember I said earlier, middle class.
Come
Middle
on now.
class is one thing, but poor is another thing. Because even when it comes to, let me tell you something. What people may not know, even when an attorney comes out of law school, do you know they only make between 32 and 35,000? But yet they'll lose their license if they're not keeping up on their school loans and various things. So they're considered poor. There was nothing talked about poor people, and then you get mad because poor people don't vote.
I'm gonna be real with you, Miss Angela. If I get behind you and we gonna push this thing, one of my main concerns is that school teachers need to get better pay.
Listen, I work with the union. I work very close. I travel with my teachers union. So
I
that's
want to
the
get involved in that.
priority. But I'm trying to get the teachers. So, the teachers union, there's a thing where in Florida, they are not able to go out there and basically protest. But I keep telling them, but you can take a day off. You could take days off and demand what you want. So I don't know. It's just so many people afraid of government today.
Well, the problem is the government is more freely given to people coming in the country that have not put in the same sweat equity. So if black folk put in the sweat equity and you want our vote, but you don't want to give us reparations, you don't want to do nothing for us, then then the greatest minds ain't thinking, hey, I want to be a teacher. The greatest minds say, I can't support my family off of a teacher's salary. Then our children are going to be lost. So what are we doing for our community, like you said in the beginning? What are we doing for our community? Nothing, because it starts with the teacher. Listen, every mother that was in the slavery days was the first. You know good and well, you were the first teacher to your child. You were the first ones teaching the children, and everything that they knew was because of the mothers was in the household and the fathers out there doing the laboring. But now we've made this equality thing so great, and when these kids get their education, they're in debt.
You know what, I feel
so
like.
Let me ask you, because I agree with everything you just said. But let me ask you this: how do we get our YouTubers, content creators, involved with this process? Because what they don't understand is they do something with YouTube, because remember, YouTube took him off. He's not really, he's back on there now, but that's not one of his favorites. So eventually he may go to, and I know dealing with our law enforcement, everybody's talking about wiping YouTube out. So the question is, are we going to get on here to try to make money, or are we going to get on here and try to make a difference?
Well, let me say this. The first part of the difference is accountability. We have a deep rooted systemic problem within the Black community by itself.
I swear to God,
We
man.
have to get our women to accept responsibility and accountability, and we got to get our men to step up. We got to get
what
our
I
men
also
to step up, and I guarantee you, ain't nobody caring about no drama. If we go live and talk about it from an accountability standpoint, we gonna get more people to tune in.
You know what I also feel too, like I feel like with the black, you say the black men, for example, like how they are coming under attack, and I also feel like it's put them in a position as the circus elephant. And let me break. So like they don't know their strength. So the circus elephant, they can have a chain around their foot with a little ping in the ground, and once they feel that little tension, they don't feel like they can move further when they don't realize they have the power to lift up the whole ground. So
Correct.
I feel like that's the mentality that a lot of our people are like the circus elephant. They don't even realize they power. They got this shackle on them, on their feet, in a different form from what we used to be back in slavery. And once you feel that little resistance, you feel like you are still bound and don't have a voice, when actually we do have a voice.
We have a big voice,
And we just not
mhm.
using it. And
We
I have to hold myself accountable. I have to say for myself as well. We just not using it. You know what I mean? We have the ability to shake the foundation, and we don't once we feel that little resistance.
What I've seen with this, especially within the sector, I see a lot of people who's entrepreneurs, a lot of business people. I see a lot of people who's prepared to really tackle big issues, but we've all gotten sucked into this saga. The issue now is who's willing to break loose, who's willing to come out here and let's talk about getting your money game up. Let's talk about. I saw Truth Slayer trying to she was trying to actually present I think it's business network marketing. Like when people start seeing that, hey, you can get a different grind going, and we're gonna all be transparent about it, then we can talk about it. And then you're gonna see people wanting to hear more about, okay, well, how did that transcend to the government and how that government gonna work for me? Where's these loans at? Where's these business starter loans? Like, we got to get into the root of our community and build from the ground level up and out and be transparent. But it's no longer we can just come up on our own and keep it a secret. Like, what are we gonna talk about? I've made enough money that I can talk about the trucking industry. I can talk about a lot of things that I've lived through. You understand what I'm saying? And now that my hustle is different, my mindset is different, I'm about to tap into other areas. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to tap into the real estate. You got to tap into flipping houses. You got to tap into things that you can see cause and effect. My thing is, if we're only caring about going live to cut somebody out, then we're losing a battle that we don't even realize we're losing within our own home, from our home to our community.
Right.
So I'm interested to seeing different streams of income and how it can be done. Let's talk about it.
And let me tell y'all another thing. Them white people, them Cuban people, and all them other people, and they give these candidates even $5 to $20. We don't contribute to anything, so therefore, we don't have a voice and a say in anything.
Well, there we go, y'all, and I appreciate everybody pulling up. Listen, Miss Tangela, when you going live, when you gonna schedule it, and what you just give
I'll
us
text you. I'll text you and let you know. I'm probably gonna do something tomorrow. You working tomorrow?
Probably not. So I'll be available.
Okay. So I'll send you 2 times, and you let me know what's a good time, because I definitely want to get Miss White and some of them that's on your panel now. I don't have the information, but they're welcome to come up as well, because we have to have these discussions now, because whether it's the president or not, we have a year and a half to focus on the governors in each one of these states to fix some of these things.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I know I got
And
to
the thing
change some
is, the
things.
white people and the Cuban people,
Yeah.
they've already started planning.
I'm with. Hey, we got to tap in, y'all. Everybody got to tap in, and I think that we owe it to each other to be accountable. Like you cannot come here thinking we know, like what the way we accepting whatever's being thrown at us through these celebrities and the lifestyle choices and all of that. That we have to adapt to that. We can stand our ground and still love people for who they are, but we don't have to conform.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm with it, Miss Tangela. Let's do it. You got Joffrey the Great to say he's with it. And me and him, we have been communicating somewhat lately. You know, I think we talk sparingly, you know, every once in a while now that we don't cover the saga no more. But absolutely, anybody want to tap in?
We keep going back into the saga. We keep going back into it.
You say what now?
We keep going back into the saga no matter what.
I ain't been back in the saga.
The saga ran your damn election.
I know it. I know it. Hey, they keep. And somebody said they over here looking for me now. So you may be right. I may have to go live on somebody. Ain't no telling.
Don't do it, D-Ham. Don't do it.
That's what I tripped out where the night of election and after election.
Yeah.
I'm looking at YouTube and I'm like, damn. Well, where they been?
No, I think that we're at war. You know, we may be at war with ourselves. We may be at war with liberal media. I ain't no telling. But this daggone sex war that they're throwing at us and making us feel like we're misogynistic, I think that's a problem. That is a huge problem. And I think our people need to wake up. Straight up like that.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
It's kind of scary.
Because we did not go to the voting booth because we don't want to see a woman ahead of, you know, in full control. We went based on the politics and the policies that was being presented. If Kamala would have done a better job at running her campaign from even when she was a vice president, and we could see her track record a little bit better, she would have gotten so much further in this election. So we can't not blame black men and try to put this the LGBTQ on all black men like we're homophobic to the point where we're not going to love people. That's not fair. It's not right. They made this identity election. Nobody thought that this 2025 election was going to be based on identity.
Who's more homophobic than Trump? I mean,
man, but see what you saw was when the Olympics started, you saw them in the Olympics. Nobody's saying nothing, right? And then they're competing against these other women, and these are men boxing women. Come on, that is assault.
Yeah,
totally unfair, man.
It's out of control. And I saw a swimmer going all the way to Congress saying she got beat by a man in a race that she had won. But because they're talking about the genetic strength of a man versus it's like certain sports, a woman can beat a man. Certain sports, a woman can I can't beat. I'm a tennis player, but I don't think I'm gonna beat Serena right now. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, that ain't contact. That's based on your agility.
You play. Hold on. Do you been playing?
Yeah, I can play tennis. I was.
What's up then? What's up? What's up?
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, I was very athletic. Tennis, basketball, football. That was my thing. You know.
Let's get it.
I'm very athletic. I was the best in my high school in tennis because you know we ain't have a lot of I was in a black school, so we ain't have a lot of people playing it. So I was pretty much, you know, the main one. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely, I love the game, and I understand that women can compete in any level of sports, but it comes down to, do you want them competing against men? Like, do you really want that? Do you really want to be concerned about
urinals in women bathrooms, and your daughter happen to be subject to something that she may not be comfortable with, like, is that what we're pushing on these on our community? What are we doing?
Right. Because there was a problem with a lot of men with the bathrooms. Women, men, anybody could go in the bathroom. We can't ignore that. That is an issue.
That's an issue, a big issue.
Did y'all see that they let a trans now look, I don't know how easy it is for, if you do a crime as a man, as a biological man, you get locked up and you get put into a women prison. And I think basically if they identify, they can go get their birth certificate redone, they can go get their driver's license redone, and if they get arrested, then they have to put them where they identify. This man went in this woman's prison and impregnated like 3 or 4 women. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I said, what? You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, we got a problem, y'all. And I think that, listen, I'm not saying that you can't love anybody. I think everybody deserves the right to be human and be a citizen. But when you're pushing it onto the community and saying, we're going to force this lifestyle down your throat, whether you like it or not, I think that's unfair and it's unhinged.
It's very unfair.
It's been radicalized. The radicals, they're too extreme. You know what I mean?
But it almost happened. I think if Kamala would have gotten it, if more doors would have already opened like that. Listen, y'all. I know we got to go. But when you see what the Patricia's Colors did with the Black Lives Matter money and the movement, now think about it.
So I don't like Black Lives Matter.
But I want you to think about this, though, real quick. I'm gonna just drop this down. We can come back and we can pick this conversation back up. If the Black Lives Matter movement was birthed out of the fact that unarmed black men was getting gunned down unfairly by the police.
Did you know Obama refused to meet with them, and we'll go into that. So I want to hear.
We're gonna need to talk. We're gonna need to touch on it.
We need to talk about it. We need to talk about that.
If it was birthed from that, how did when George Floyd got
they have their agenda? Remember the person for Black Lives Matter. Remember, she ended up under arrest. They took all the money. They took all. We have to make sure that people are committed to our community and not to themselves.
Come on, that's what I'm saying. Like, if George Floyd death caused people to just, flood.
And that's my family. That's my family right there. So that's
flood. Just flood the donation box. People gave. Michael Jordan finally gave. You know, Michael Jordan's stingy. He finally gave. Everybody gave to that cause. Shouldn't that money went to the families and went to some type of mentorships in the neighborhoods? How did it go to the transgender community?
Sabrina is a friend of mine, and we have family married into one another. Tracy is a good friend of mine. Those are the parents of Trayvon Martin.
Come on.
No, they did not do any of that.
I'm willing to be their spokesperson at this point because it was
and
wrong.
Even Hillary Clinton, who's staying with him, it's okay to stand with him, but what you're doing to make a change.
That's what I'm saying. That money, if there's anything, should go in the community and start up some mentorships for our young black men on
that should have done it.
Yeah, on standing on business when it comes to their Miranda rights, when it comes to their law, them not killing each other in the neighborhoods. Like, we need mentorships. We don't need Black Lives Matter permission to be able to just be spray painted on the street. We need folk in the community that's gonna have a place for these young men to come to and play daggone foosball and play pool and learn something.
They're gonna show up in court with these families. I have fought Black Lives Matter many times because I'm in the courtroom, across the courtroom for them. The only people they care about is someone that a police killed. Listen, every police shooting, I'm an advisor to the police chief here in Miami-Dade County. I am an advisor to my state attorney. I read and look at everything. And it's sad when everybody want to protect the police shooting. When that person just killed somebody
Come
or
on.
have this long,
Come on. A lot.
nobody paying attention to, but you got black on blacks being killed every goddamn
Every day.
day over nothing.
And for Obama to be from the state of Chicago, he should have been fighting for that in his speech when it comes to black men. Don't come and tear a black man down, talking about we misogynistic when we waking up to daggone dysfunction every day. We out here fighting through all kind of economic issues, and good black men out here can barely pay their taxes. Like, you better quit playing with us. Quit playing with us.
For real.
Hey, man, listen, y'all ain't going to get me hot, Joffy.
Republicans play with us.
Come on, man. And I like me some Obama, but that did it right there. That just did it. That tipped the scale. I'm just done with it. So look, y'all. We gonna
create our own plan. Create our own plan.
And
the good thing about YouTube is we are all in different states, and so we're gonna come back on here and we're gonna talk about this so we can direct you where to go in your state, so you can have a voice. Not only that you have a voice, we make sure that they just not standing for anything. I don't give a damn whether it's a Democrat or Republican. You just close out and say this to you all.
We the people of the United States. That's what we are.
A lot of my legislation have been signed by Republicans, but it protect the blacks. So just think about that.
That's
hey, I was just about to speak on that. It's like it seems like every time I do a little bit of digging, and I don't got to dig far, it seems like the Republicans are the ones that are being called racist and all this stuff, but they the ones that are willing to sit down and meet about black issues and things of that nature, man. It's crazy, man.
You are so right. Listen, my bill, a lot of people, if you've heard of Rick Scott, a lot of Democrats say, oh, don't vote for him. And I didn't vote for him. I really didn't. But at the same time, I have to be honest. When he was the governor in Florida, he signed my witness protection bill to protect all witnesses' identity for being publicly. So therefore, all of that stuff is now it can't be published to the media or anything. And because I build up relationships with the media, I'm heavily involved with media. I even have a radio show. Media even said to me, I don't like it. However, me as being a parent that lost my only child and creating a group of parents, it was very difficult for them to fight against it. We can do a lot of things as Black people. We can do a lot of things, but they think we dumb. They think we stupid. They think we don't know. I mean, even I did a local election, and right now, thank God, I have not went off and said anything now, but I'm like 3 minutes away from it on my Facebook because a lot of times Democrats get white people to be in charge, and they want to pay us as consultants, but we are not we're not in a position to advise them of what they need to do, and then they lose.
Come on, Miss Candler, and that's where we gonna back you up. Joffrey, we get connected with Miss Sears. You gonna actually see. You could actually. I don't know if she's been posting.
Oh, for sure.
You've been posting everything, Miss Candler, on your page.
Be honest with you, during election time, it is so difficult. It's so much work, and it's so much I have to do locally. I didn't do a lot of posting, but I am going to be putting a lot of stuff up. The Democratic Party been mad at me for a long time. It doesn't matter. They still need me every time there's an election. But at the same time, there's a problem when I had a chef race here in Miami-Dade County. And instead of me advising the chef when he go into Black communities, there was a white man advising him. I never agreed with anything. You don't wish for your candidate to lose, but sometimes it's a learning experience. A white man cannot tell my candidate what to do in the Black community that I was born, raised in, and participate in and work in every day of my life. One of the things I tell politicians, and I just said it to one yesterday, I come in meetings at the high level But then I'm still involved with my community. So you might see me at one of the stores with the guys laughing and talking that really know more than some of the politicians because they represented themselves in court and things. And I listened to them and they would say to me, "You're the only person we got." That's what I get out of the streets in my community because I don't look down on nobody. And in Florida, we got all convict felons rights to vote again. So whatever they say is important to me.
Well, that just
Can,
shows.
can you say that again?
Yeah,
What
go
you
ahead.
said in Florida? What about the convicts?
In Florida, we have gotten all ex-felons where they are able to vote.
Oh yeah, we
I
could do that in North Carolina too.
Yeah, our ex-felons, we put it on a ballot. A young man out of Orlando put it on a ballot. This was his issue. I support him on the issue. That's why I'm giving it to him. I don't want to take that away from him. But he was the person, and maybe we could set up something, DM, where I can get him on because maybe other states can learn what he's done because every ex-felon in Miami, they're able to vote.
I'm open, Miss
And
Chandler.
like now is really the time because they just
Yeah.
voted a felon in the White House.
I'm with it. I'm with it. And yeah, I
So
think that's a lot of people's concern too. That how did
yeah, now
how
it's
did
really
that
the
happen?
time to jump on that, and fight
So
for that.
so I
So
think
DT, I see DT going off on me because he's saying to me, "Y'all don't know. I get cussed out after these. DT gonna call me. He gonna go off on me. I already know that.
yeah. DT should have grabbed the
Yeah,
link. He should have grabbed the link and been up here when we was all up here discussing this matter.
come on, DM. What he gonna do is he gonna call me and cuss me out.
It's too late now. I'm about to end the live. But DT, the next live, you need to be up here versus be up in the chat harassing Miss
Yeah,
Angela.
that's right. You need to be up here because the T push, which is so true. The T push, he always says, don't forget about your local elections. And that's so important because that's your judges.
What DT saying is Miss Angela, you done took some of his talking points and you came up here and stuff that you disagree with. Now you up. So hey, but listen, we got a good start. I think this live is gonna position us to really open some conversations and some doors that we can really grow our platform.
I just have to call you more to keep you on page.
I'm gonna tell you what is a great encouragement is watching when you watch Anton Daniels. He's able to go live and still sustain
Could you
great numbers and great people that's engaged.
Yeah, I like Anton, man. I like Anton. You know what Anton don't let black folks do?
What?
He don't let nobody duck no accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he talk about the issues and right, wrong, and different. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with our community? I love that.
Yes.
DM, text me his page.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I got you. I'm gonna send you Anton Daniel. But listen, I'm gonna tell you, we got one better than Anton. We got a Joffy the Great. Joffy the Great know how to pull him in, and Joffy the Great can do like he can. We got some people who's gonna look. You got a Joffy the Great.
Include all of them, whether we agree, disagree. We need to include so we can begin to educate our community because all of us got a point.
Come on, that's what we talking about.
Right.
Just new way of being responsible when it comes to your platform, when it comes to your voice, when it comes to your talking points. We got to all hold each other up and support it and hold each other accountable and engage. So I'm for it, and I can't wait to really build this with y'all, build the community that we need to build, and let's see what God do. Let's see how it play out. Miss Love, thank you so much for being here, sweetie.
Miss Love, what's Miss Love name? Wait, what? Miss Love is the one up there with the plaque.
I just sent you a message, Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my message. Okay.
I'm more like into mental health stuff.
So I'm gonna get with Miss White because y'all know Miss White is one of the supervisors over the elections department in another state. Yeah. And I just want all of us to I'm gonna set something up probably for tomorrow. So wait a minute. I always have to go to him in his schedule because he be all around America.
Right. I'm whatever time you set for it, I'm there, Miss Tangela.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let me know.
call DT and I'm gonna get in contact with you, Miss Love, since you left the message. And we gonna come up with a time tomorrow because the white people already meeting,
Yeah.
discussing this stuff. The Cuban people already meeting because 2 years seem far away, but it's not far away. Before you know it, it will be here because they're starting to raise money now.
Right.
Yeah.
Daniela says she don't like Anton. I'm with you. Hey, everybody's not people cup of tea. Absolutely, Miss
Hey,
Tangela.
and we don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah,
It's okay.
we not going to always agree. I don't agree with everything Anton may
I
talk
love
about,
about my
but I
political
like a lot of
life,
the stuff.
right? One thing I love about the political arena,
Yeah,
we don't agree, but we don't get angry with one another.
there you go.
Because
Okay.
tomorrow we may have another issues that we agree on. Even with Republicans, we can get into that and discussing that after the election's over. How you work together, be able to get things done. I've been able to get legislation done. I've been able to get bills passed. I've had Republicans that hate me to sign on to legislation for me. But it's just I'm willing to provide that to the community to educate people on how we can get things done regardless. Because when the election is over, it's over. I love Kamala. I wish she would have won, but now I have to move forward.
Well, we with you, and I just want to reiterate that. So tomorrow I whatever I got to do to share
Yeah, I'm
your
gonna get her.
post,
I'm gonna go into
let
her
me know.
text and then I'm gonna call Miss White because I
Okay.
love Miss White to be a part because of her role in the elections department. And that brings about more education for people.
I'm with it. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. Jaffe the Great, thank you so much. Miss Love and the great Miss Tangela Sears, thank you so much. And I look forward tomorrow to connecting to your platform and strategizing and talking this stuff out. So I can't wait.
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
thank you
y'all.
for
Nice
having
talking
us.
to you all. I enjoyed you all, and it's always good to have the pros and the cons, the agreements and the disagreements, but that's okay. DT, you go to hell. I'm looking at all.
DT something else, boy.
Listen, when I'm in the middle of an election and I'm supporting a candidate, I need to do what I got to do, okay? But
Okay.
right now, I'm ready to bring it all out. I know a lot of consultants don't agree with a lot of things that I do. I need you all to understand this. I need y'all support. A lot of consultants don't agree with a lot of things I do because I believe in making sure that you all are educated from the inside. Everybody
That's
else
the
just want
key.
to make money.
That's
Well,
the key.
we gonna need to be able to hear it, Miss Tangela. So we open. I don't think who I think that you're trying to stay in touch with reality, and people got their own financial agendas when it comes to politics because they know it's money
Right.
involved, and they know that they want to be connected to the good side of who's able to get their hand greased by. But that's why you see all of these DL Hugleys and all of these because they know that they can get their hands greased in the Roland Martins and all of
They
that.
they
But
they heard it. Roland Martin killed our election.
I know
Roland
he did. I ain't
Martin
even
went
like listening to
on
that joke.
Facebook and YouTube and saying he wanted a meeting with the white people. What the hell are you meeting with the white people for?
It's all they all want to be a call away from the White House. They all want to be like they, you know what I'm
They
saying?
know this, but
Nobody's really there to make a difference, to make an
but
impact.
you notice it's not happening. It's not working for them
I'm getting tired
because
of it.
it's not about them. It's about the people.
I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah.
Every time
They
it's a
get
black
caught up in
killing,
titles.
here come here come the daggone news cameras and Al Sharpton and everybody. Like, no, what are we doing prior?
Listen, in Florida, we have not had a Democratic governor since 1998, and I'm always able to quote that because I worked for the Department of Children and Families under his administration, but we haven't had a Democratic governor since. So something is wrong that, we've gone a decade and we haven't had this. Something's wrong.
This election proves it that the Democrat Party needs to regroup and re-strategize and really come through. Like, don't just give us lip service and word salad. We
It
need
can only happen if
we
we
need
are
people to represent what our real problems is coming from our communities, coming from the working class, and coming out of, and how we're able to survive and live. So
and
we
even
need,
right now, y'all don't think, I just want to ask a question to everybody that's in the chat. We see the Democratic Party when it's election time, but you all don't think that they should be on the ground with us now with the issues that we deal even after the election. If you care about us, if you want us to be a part of this process, or are you
Miss
just
Tangela,
using us to come in when it's an election year to say vote for a Democrat?
it's usury. I'm telling you straight up. I see the church getting used. I saw a church got cracked. Everybody want to fly Kamala Harris in today because they
Well,
want
me and you
connection.
both in the church. I'm deep in the church. That's where everything started with my life. So I agree with you, and I understand. And unfortunately, I was a part of the Souls to Polls when we first created it 20 years ago. Now pastors doing their own things, everybody making money, and it's just killing our community.
It's
We
killing
need
it
to take
because
control.
they're out of touch. They don't care. That is not for us, and they're making it clear as day that they only want the connection for themselves. They have they're not even thinking about the average person that's giving in their churches and nothing. They just want to be the church that's on the map. And this is the problem. So we got a big problem. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. I gotta get ready to go, y'all.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna talk
love
to
y'all.
Miss White, and she inboxed me. I'm gonna communicate with her,
Okay.
but it'll be in the evening though, because people work in the day and things are going on, so it'll be in the
Okay.
evening.
Okay. Well, I'm open. I'm gonna do it with you, and I'm gonna be there. So Jaffe the Great and Miss Love and
We
Miss
can keep
Shawn.
you, hey,
Thank y'all so
DJ.
much.
We can keep you from going back to the Sega.
Well, hey, I guess I'm a target because somebody just said it coming from me, Miss Tangela. So I gotta
Don't
see.
feed into it, man. Don't feed into that, man.
You
Distance yourself from that
ignore it.
stuff, dog. Distance
Ignore
yourself from it,
it. Go
man.
to your next. Go ignore it, baby. Ignore it,
Okay.
brother.
I'm gonna do what Jaffe said. I ain't gonna feed into it, y'all.
Okay, don't.
That's why I do not feed into it. I don't even check up to see what's going on in the saga, man. Look, man, we got bigger issues going on in the world,
Yeah.
man. It's much
Yeah.
bigger stuff going on, man.
What?
I don't, some people ain't gonna never like me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't care about
Yeah.
that. I care about my people, the well-being of, the majority. At the end of the
Yeah,
day.
we don't care about you goddamn liking us or not liking us. You ain't paying our goddamn bills. We
I
just
think.
trying to educate and we care about our community, so we trying to help. And
Yeah.
because listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Election night, to all of you all, I was so upset. I said they could take their housing, they could take that grocery thing they give to them to get so much money for grocery. Because maybe this is what it's gonna take to get them to understand the importance of voting.
That's it. That's it. And that's the whole point. Like I've already learned how to compartmentalize the saga from other things that's important to talk about. So y'all, yeah, I think it's okay. You know understand what I'm saying? I think we have to grow. We have to grow in knowledge. We have to grow in faith. We have to grow with understanding. So I'm okay with it. I think that had its place at one point in time, but listen, if nobody seen the landslide victory by Trump and y'all don't see the agenda and y'all more concerned about a whole nother couple that done got divorced, that's fine. Stay right there where you at. But I'm looking at the fact the economy don't work for me.
Right.
And I need to see it work.
Right. That's what's important.
Agreed.
All right, y'all. I
Agreed.
love y'all.
I
I
love
love
you
y'all.
all too.
Okay,
Love
we're
you
gonna get
all.
back to it tomorrow,
And we'll
Miss
get
Angela.
together tomorrow. We all will get together tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Now I'll
Hey,
share it.
y'all
You
take care.
send me the link and the time and I'm gonna share it.
I'll text you. I
Okay.
text you earlier because I was texting you the.
Okay.
open the panel.
Okay. Okay, we with it. So thank y'all so much for being here. Thank everybody that came to the live. And then I'm going to double back and I'm going to talk about how I began this live on all of those issues that I see Kamala do with that campaign. I think it's important to keep that conversation alive.
I agree.
All right, y'all? Okay.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye. All right, be blessed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah.
Okay, now.
Addictions, relationships, and predictions. Backsliding Christians, fitness. Stay tuned, go get a subscription. I hope you listening. God's my witness to mind your damn business. Mind your damn business. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Mind your damn business.
D-Him, let's talk about it.